Rise and grind, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to get bumpy. Time to attack and dominate. This is Morning Juice with Brandon Beam and Bobby Carpenter.
And here we go on a Tuesday, attacking and dominating our way to 9 a.m. every single weekday morning right here on The Fan. Brandon Beam, the General Bobby Carpenter, and of course our fearless leader and producer Mark the Shark Bob. We've navigated our way here back to the weekend. Some say it's the best weekend of all. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, leading into Thursday of Thanksgiving. What's going on, buddy? Good to talk to you.
Oh, it's tremendous, Beam. It's exciting. It's a fun weekend. I feel like the whole week's a weekend.
Yeah.
On the Thanksgiving holiday. It's on a Thursday. Come off. You really get maybe a little bit done on Monday. Tuesday, it's like,
Just down gear that. Let's downshift that, baby.
Yeah. And by the time you get to like tonight, I mean, most people aren't doing anything tomorrow. A lot of kids. We never used to get out of school until Thursday, but a lot of kids now get off Wednesday.
Yeah, Mayor's off Wednesday through the weekend.
Yeah. So like today's the last real day of anything. And you're rolling in. You got the Ohio State. Since they moved the Michigan game back, like that's at the forefront of this. I don't know if I'd rather have the Michigan game last week and the Big Ten Championship game this week, but there's just so much going on. It's pretty darn exciting.
I'm cool with the way it is right now. It's always the Saturday after Thanksgiving now. It's good. Get to hang out with get to hang out with
90. Well, I guess they didn't always play it then,
Right.
but for about a solid 50 years, it was always that final the Saturday prior to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But for the last since 2012, it's Urban's first year when they. Yeah, because
Is that when it was? 12 years ago?
Yeah, because they weren't able to make, or maybe it was 11, because they weren't able to make the conference
I think it was
championship.
12. It was 12. It was 12.
Yeah, that was the suspended year. The first year they weren't able to get in was the first
Sparty
year.
in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Maybe in the first inaugural Big Ten championship
Yes,
game?
because Ohio State and Penn State weren't eligible. That's why Wisconsin went.
Yeah.
And, so this has been what it's been since then, and it's good. You know, I'm curious, the students, like, they have to rush back for Saturday. I don't know if they enjoy that or not. You know, as a player, I always like being done because I could go have Thanksgiving with my family, relax, and watch all the SEC and everything else that was going on. So that was good.
Yeah. I like it the way it is. Plus, too, like it's not that far of a trip for me. I know that obviously some people live out of state, so it's tough for them to, like, get home. Usually you've got friends or roommates or someone in the area that doesn't live too far, and then you just go over to their house for Thanksgiving. You know, it's not too bad.
Then you're going to a different Drinksgiving Beam, the original First Friday. So there's a lot of logistical hurdles that come with this.
Yeah.
But it's pretty exciting. It's Drinksgiving Eve, Beam, so that's a big day.
It is.
It's a big deal.
You are factually correct about that. Still trying to figure out when I can sandwich in Gladiator 2. Trying to do it at some point this weekend,
rough.
but I don't know.
Maybe a Friday night. But there are games, like there's the Iowa-Minnesota game.
Yeah.
Like, there's just so much football. I think it's going to be maybe a Sunday event for me.
I think a Sunday sounds pretty good.
I don't know who's on Sunday Night Football this week, but I'm trying to see if maybe I can yam it in there.
Sunday Night Football this week. Let's go. I feel like it's an okay game this week. Usually it's the Browns are on Monday night. It's the 49ers and the Bills.
That should be a pretty good game.
Yeah, 49ers need to wake themselves up.
It's going to be a must-win for them.
Yeah, they got absolutely smoked against Green Bay on the weekend. We got an awesome show lined up for you here this morning. Lost in all the Indiana hoopla from Saturday. I'm pretty sure Ohio State secured a playoff spot with their victory. We'll get into that. What to expect
from
from
the ESPN analytics thinks at 100% now?
Did it?
Yeah.
I haven't even looked at that.
Ohio State, I think in Indiana are at 100%.
The Predictolator machine, so. FPI index. So we'll get into that coming up here in our next segment.
Oregon was at 100%. Like every Big Ten team was 90 or above, and I think maybe it was Ohio State and Oregon that were over.
Still got to play the games.
Still do have to play the games.
Still got to play the games. So we'll get into that in our next segment. A very pointed and laser-focused Anthony Schlegel. He's going to join us coming up here at 6:33 and 8:05. So double Schlegs today, as always on a Tuesday. The hyphenator, Jean-Luc Grand-Pierre, he's going to join us. Jackets on a 3-game win streak. See if they can continue it tomorrow against Montreal here in Columbus. He's at 7:20. Steve Hellwagen of Bucknuts at 7:33. And then we'll talk some snow football and Wizard of Oz with Uncle Beau Bishop coming up here at 8:33. That was maybe one of the best Twitter threads I've seen in a while. Live tweeting Wizard of Oz.
I love his wife. Amy's fantastic, the blonde, if you will. But, I mean, sometimes you got to know your lane. And you're a mom of 3, like, sporty boys. Understand that none of them are going to want to watch Wicked with you.
They're not
that's just, you can try to, like...
Gladiator, maybe.
The convincing of that is not going to happen.
No.
Like, I'm sure she got 2 sisters. Ask them. Find a niece. Someone else.
Call a buddy, bring a friend.
I'm not a huge Wizard of Oz guy. My dad always loved it because I think it was the nostalgia of him, like it being the first color show I think he ever saw. But, I mean, the thought of seeing another show based upon that show, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, so great show lined up for here this morning. Before we hop into anything else today, it is Tuesday, the 26th day of November, 2024. Time for Today in History.
Time to get smarter. Morning Juice presents Today in History. Here's your professor, Bobby Carpenter.
Sponsored by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call Dr. Mark Levy at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP.
All right, Bobo, what do you got lined up for us on this Tuesday, buddy?
Well, it is Tuesday, November 26th, the 331st day of the year. 35 days remaining in this 2024. The state's 1778. The Hawaiian Islands are first visited by a European, Captain James Cook. He was British. 1789, George Washington proclaims the National Thanksgiving Day at the request of Congress. Now, in 1863, Abraham Lincoln declared that 11/26, thus being today, as the National Thanksgiving Day. And then it was changed changed to be celebrated the final Thursday in November. And then in 1942, due to the fact that sometimes there's 5 Thursdays in November, and there was some confusion, I think, in 39 to 41, they moved it to the 4th Thursday of the month, which is where we live now.
Okay, good.
Yes.
That's a good spot for it.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. Maybe there aren't 5 Thursdays in November. I don't know what they just said. There was some confusion, and so they moved it to this permanently. This date, 1917, the NHL is formed. The Montreal Canadiens, the Montreal Wonders, the Ottawa Senators, the Quebec Bulldogs, and the Toronto Arenas were the original Canadian teams to be a part of it. 1941. The whole note. Do you know what that is, Shark? Have you ever heard of the whole note?
Is that paper currency?
Well, it's paper. It's a note, not a actually legal tender.
Is this a WH or just an H? The whole.
Hull, like the hockey player.
Okay. Like the hull of a
like
ship.
dull with an H.
Okay.
Was given to the Japanese ambassador. It was a note from the United States saying that we would lift sanctions on the Japanese, which were crippling them, if they agreed to withdraw from China and other parts of Asia. The note was never received on this date, Shark. The Imperial Navy of Japan left the mainland, sailing for Hawaii. Took them a couple days to get within striking distance.
Taking a vacation there or something?
Yeah, they were. A vacation that they would never step foot on the land. This date, 1942.
10 days from now, right?
Yeah, the 7th. This date, 1942, Casablanca premieres in New York City.
No matter what the future brings as time goes by.
Sam, I thought I told you never to play.
Hello, Rick. Let's see, the last time we met.
It was La Bella Roar.
How nice, you remembered. But of course, that was the day the Germans marched into Paris.
Not an easy day to forget. I remember every detail. The Germans wore gray, you wore blue.
Yes, I put that dress away. When the Germans march out, I'll wear it again. There's still nobody in the world who can play as time goes by like Sam.
He hasn't played it in a long time.
Never seen it.
Neither have I, but I've always been intrigued and wanted to see it. Do you know where Casablanca is, Bean?
That would be in Morocco.
Good job.
Thank you.
It's amazing that it's premiered in 42.
I know, that's what's amazing about it. The war was a couple years in Europe.
For us, it was a couple years in.
No, for us, it was...
It hadn't even started yet.
A few months in.
Yeah, just started. But they had been under occupation since like the 40. I mean...
39.
39. Yeah. Which is remarkable. They had made a movie about that at that point in time. Oh, gosh, he's looking at you, kid. This date, 2000. Think about this, Beamer. This Shark yesterday talking about it. In 2000, you were just a wee lad. George W. Bush is certified the winner of the state of Florida.
The Hanging Chads.
Thus winning the presidential election on November 26th.
Oh, we've been doing this for years.
Well, Florida got it cleaned up. Go ahead, Shark.
In the presidential race in Florida, Governor George W. Bush, 2,912,790. Vice President Al Gore, 2,912,253. Accordingly, in accordance with the laws of the state of Florida, I hereby declare Governor George W. Bush the winner of Florida's 25 electoral votes.
Good evening. The last 19 days have been extraordinary ones. As our nation watched, we were all reminded on a daily basis of the importance of each and every vote. We were reminded of the strength of our democracy, that while our system is not always perfect, it is fundamentally strong and far better than any other alternative.
That's right. You know what Churchill said.
Was that 500 votes?
I know, something like that. Churchill said, democracy is the worst form of government.
Except for all the others.
Except for all the others.
I mean, there's a lot of truth to that. A lot of truth to that.
Great line.
Think about that. It was about 5 million votes, Shark, between the two of them.
Yeah.
No, not 5 million.
There's 2.5 million for each.
2.9. That's almost 6.
I guess 6.
Yeah, it's almost 6 million.
Between Trump and Kamala, it was well over 10 million this year in the state of Florida.
2,912.
Yeah.
790 to 253.
Yeah,
wow.
It's over 12. So think about just the population growth in the state. Picking up 4 electoral seats since then. They have 29, I believe. Currently, there's a 31.
A difference of 537 votes.
That was tight, Bean. It was a tight one.
Whoa.
A lot of hanging chads, if you will. And then the state, actually I skipped ahead. I'm sorry. I'll Make Love to You by Boys to Men, 14 weeks at number 1.
I'll make love to you like you want me to, and I'll hold you tight.
What a banger. That was big time middle school dance. And then Dan Marino setting at the time NFL record with his 343rd career touchdown pass.
Myers goes in. Marino has the record. So a 6-yard touchdown pass from Dan Marino to Keith Myers separates Marino from Grant Tarkenton. And from this point forward, every touchdown pass Dan Marino throws will establish a new NFL record.
Marino's mom and dad are here. Dan and Veronica, his wife is here. Claire.
You saw the hugs for Clayton and Duper. 134 touchdown passes worth of hugs for those guys.
That was Pete Elliott, the
executive director of the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Who's that damn Dan Marino? Everybody knows that.
At least he's out, Dan.
Some birthdays today. Charles Schultz of Peanuts, born on this day, 1922. Tina Turner lost her last year, born on this day, 1939.
You must try to ignore that it means more than that. Oh, what's love got to do with it?
I can listen to that song all day, Shark. It is a banger. Art Shell turning 78 today, the NFL Hall of Famer. Harry Carson, Hall of Famer for the New York Giants, turning 71. Harold Reynolds, one of Shark's favorites on the mic for Major League Baseball, turning 64. Cavs legend, one of the great ones all time, Shark. I think he's third on your list.
Larry Holmes.
Kyrie Irving?
No. Sean Kemp.
Oh,
Sharks guy.
6-time All-Star.
maybe 203rd.
More All-Stars or more children?
Oh, more children.
For sure.
More children from more women.
That's right. A lot of baby mama drama. DJ Khaled turning 49. And the rest is still unwritten, turning 43 years young today, Natasha Benningfield.
Put yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten.
Top 10 favorite song of mine. I got no shame in admitting
Came
it.
out. I mean, she had to write that in early 20s.
I love that song.
20s.
Love it.
Some holidays observances. It is Good Grief Day and National Cake Day and the first Thanksgiving Day. And those are your historical events, your birthdays, your passings, your holidays, observances for this date, Tuesday, November 26th, the 331st day of the year, and 35 days remaining this 2024.
Good job of that, Bob, as always. Lost in all the Indiana hoopla. I'm pretty sure the Buckeyes secured a playoff spot with their victory on Saturday. That's next. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan Traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. We are watching a couple issues out there. First, on the west side at the 270 split, shoulders are blocked off on the ramp from I-70 eastbound to 270 northbound. And then on the southeast side, we've got a crash on 33 westbound just past Pickerington Road. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit primesportsbook.com and use promo code JUSTSPORTS for a welcome bonus of up to $100.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with Hank and Sam from the Ford crew. Today, a new shipment of inventory.
Hank, what's going on?
Another hauler full of new Ford trucks and SUVs, Sam.
So much SUV capability. Is that?
Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 47 years. And a big selection means...
Big savings?
Yep, which means...
It's the best time to buy?
Well done, Sam. And time for America to get holiday ready with Ford.
Based on 1977 to 2023, CY Industry reported total sales.
Hey friends, Brandon Beam here, and I want to tell you about one of my guilty pleasures during the football season. Eating some chips, eating some wings and veggies with my favorite dips while watching football. Got the kid running around, the dog running around. It's very easy. Got a new dip addiction. Or as William likes to say, dip dip. Daisy sour cream, they came out with a French onion and a ranch dip. They're a total game changer. Maybe even better than the homemade dips I make at home. Real herbs, real spices and ingredients that you'd find in your own kitchen. And I would suggest you to try them. We all know the jingle. Dollop of Daisy. Well, a dollop of Daisy is even better with a dip of Daisy. Go try them out right now. Make some space. Wendy's new mushroom bacon cheeseburger is entering the chat for a limited time only. Savory roasted mushrooms, crispy bacon, melted Munster cheese, and creamy garlic spread, all resting on Wendy's fresh, never frozen beef. We know not everyone loves mushrooms, but let your mouth do the thinking here. It's a tasteful fusion, unlike anything you've sunk your teeth into. And it's coming from Wendy's, so you know you're getting flavor's worth in every bite. But if you want to ignore the happiness just because you think you don't like mushrooms, we won't stop you. We'll be here, hanging out with the new burger in town. For some mushroomy, bacony goodness, gotta be Wendy's.
'Tis the season to be hungry at Roosters. That's why for every $50 spent on Roosters gift cards, you'll receive a $10 Rooster Buck back in your stocking. May your holidays be filled with friends and family, love and laughter, and of course, Roosters Wings. Go to roosterswings.com today or drop by any Roosters location to purchase your $50 holiday gift cards and receive a $10 Rooster Buck in return. Happy holidays from all of us at Roosters. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Here at The Fan, we give you 14 hours of live and local programming every day. We care about you. We live and work in your community, except Beau Bishop. He won't tell us where the hell he is. Your live and local station, except Beau. The Fan.
The Central Ohio leader in roof repair and replacement is Roof Revivers. With over 350 five-star reviews on Google, Roof Revivers is committed to repairing roofs first before replacing them. If your roof needs repaired, visit Roof Revivers online at roofrevivers.com. Roof Revivers, we fix leaky roofs.
Hey, Jackets fans, we know what's on your holiday wish list. Ask your Secret Santa for a Blue Jackets holiday gift pack. You'll score 2 tickets plus a Blue Jackets helmet shirt, all for just $99. Learn more at bluejackets.com/holiday.
Football is all about scoring big, and so is Hinderer Motor Company. This is Justin Hinderer. With 4 dealerships and a collision center, you're sure to find the perfect vehicle. Plus, every vehicle purchase comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty. Our Carvenience service picks up your car, gives you a rental, and returns it without you lifting a finger. Score big today. Experience the difference and visit HindererMotorCompany.com. We love what moves you.
And now, Public Education Matters with Ohio Education Association President Scott Tomorrow.
As we sit down to Thanksgiving meals this year, let's be thankful for the committed, caring public school educators who have dedicated their lives and careers to helping every student reach their full potential. No exceptions. Their contributions to our communities should be celebrated every day, and they should feel your support and respect all year round.
Public Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association.
Hi, the Scott Antique Markets are back again at the Ohio Expo Center, featuring hundreds of vendors with collectibles and merchandise from all over the world. The market is 1 weekend monthly, November through March. Build your family heirlooms. You can find everything that gets old. Just take I-71 to exit 111 to enjoy America's favorite treasure hunt. Visit thescottantiquemarket.com for more information. Come join us at the Ohio Expo Center for the Scott Antique Markets. It's huge. It's the Scott Antique Markets this weekend.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
It is cloudy out there right now, but the sun will come out this afternoon. Highs in the low 40s. Tonight, dry, low 30. Tomorrow, looking at a dry but cloudy day, high 45. Late day showers are expected on your Wednesday before a mixed bag of rain and snow comes in on Thursday. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with your 10 TV weather impact forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
FanDuel is the exclusive online sportsbook partner of Morning Juice. Just sign up at FanDuel.com/juice. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Heading to work? Keep listening to the guys at the office.
Stream the show at 971thefan.com or download the Fan app.
This is Morning Juice.
Coming up here, 6:33 this morning, the one, the only Anthony Schlegel. He's going to join the program. We got a chance to talk to him yesterday. A little cliff notes on it to keep you tied to your radio until then. He was hyper-focused and very excited. Hyper-focused, very excited.
He was something. He was something.
He did have some ramblings in there, but it was good.
Yeah.
It's good. You're going to like it.
It'll be fun.
It'll be
Stay tuned. 12 minutes from now.
Yeah. Stay tuned, everybody, because you're going to want to hear that. You're going to want to hear it. So, lost in all the shuffle of the Indiana victory on Saturday and Indiana fans losing their mind about the last sequence. Like, you had a 7.5-minute drive, 15 plays. Like, you're trying to protect the scoreboard, Indiana was. Like, you're still playing football. It's 60 minutes in a game. Whatever. Travion had the right to score that touchdown. He goes down. You punch the ball in. Like, all right, that's fine. I had no problem with it at the time. I thought it was interesting. I didn't have a problem with it, though. So lost in all that hoopla, Bob, and coming off the weekend and talking about all of that good stuff. I'm almost certain that Ohio State's going to get into the college football playoff. Now, with that being said, obviously can't look past this game. They're not doing that. Everything that was coming out of the horseshoe on Saturday, if anybody was asked about Michigan, it was just straight to the point, locked in, talking about those guys, very pointed, very, very quick. But with that being said, you are almost guaranteed now to get into the big dance, if you will.
Yeah, but that's part of the goal. You obviously want to win a national championship, but the goals usually come in order. It's win the rivalry game, win the Big Ten championship, go win a national championship.
Win everything else.
And, you know, they had an opportunity 2 years ago to win a national championship without winning the Big Ten or beating Michigan. And, like, that's tough, and it's always would be a weird feeling. But this year, I mean, these guys have come back, and this class really has no hardware to speak of to their name. I mean, they have no Big Ten championships. They have no national championships, and they don't have any gold pants.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's interesting about the gold pants. I don't know if I've ever really worn mine. Maybe once or twice. Maybe the Ohio State-Michigan game. I don't even have a necklace to put them on. Like, I'm not a big jewelry guy, Beam, if you haven't really noticed.
Well, I don't know. That Cuban link on your neck looks pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. But I did order a chain to be able to wear them. I'm going to wear them on game day this year. I might wear them on Friday.
All right.
I head on over there.
Cool.
I'm trying to figure out which set that I want to wear. My first two sets are at my mom's house, my parents', and then my third set's at home. And people always ask which one means the most. And it's interesting, probably the 04 game, just, I don't know, they're all unique. They're like your kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 05, we got to win up there, which was incredibly special, which is, I always tell people, to win on the road up in this game is truly an honor. But in 08, we were a team that had been counted out and rolled into this game at 6-4. And so they were the 8th ranked team in the country and had everything already hemmed up. We were playing just to win this game. They were playing for, I don't know if there was national championship aspirations or whatever, but just, you know, they already had everything wrapped up and they had just beaten us the year before. And for us to be big time underdogs and be able to win that game was something very special.
Yeah, and Ohio State finds himself on the opposite side of that spectrum
and
this year.
It's a little bit of the reverse. However, I mean, they haven't won one in 3 years. So there's the winning of this game. Yeah,
since
5.
2019.
Yes, there was no game in 2020. And so, yes, it's been all the way back since 2019 that they won one. So it's been a while since they've had that feeling. And so I feel like that's probably more what you're leaning into, even more than just going to the Big Ten championship.
Here is what Jack Sawyer was saying after the game on Saturday about this game.
We decided to come back. I mean, there really wasn't much talk about any other game besides this one, and winning the Big Ten title and winning the national championship. So, I mean, this is what you come back for. This is what we do it for right here, and this is what Buckeye Nation does it for every year. No matter the sport you're playing at Ohio State, so. Especially for us, we want this one so bad. That's what we came back for.
Here was a good about minute and 20-second clip of Will Howard. Obviously, his first dance in the rivalry game coming up on Saturday. I think we played a shorter clip of this yesterday, but here was Will just explaining what he's looking forward to this week.
Can't wait, man. I can't wait. I'm like I said, I'm stoked. I'm fired up. This one, this one's for those guys that came back. This one's for Buckeye Nation. We've been, I feel it, man. I can just feel it. There's been that hurt the last 3 years. This rivalry game, it's the first thing that I heard when I came here on my visit. Beat the team up north. And it's the first goal we have every single year. Beat the team up north. And, you could say anything about records, man. That's going to be a hard game every single year. They're going to bring it. We're going to bring it. And I want to do this, man, for Coach Day. I want to do this for the guys that came back, for Emeka, for Trey, for JT, for Jack, for all those guys that came back, Tyleek, Ty, I could go on. But I want this for them so bad because they've been here. I've seen it from a distance, and, I feel it, and I'm a part of it now, and I want this for me too, but I want this for those guys. I want it for Coach Day. Shut up the haters and be able to go out there and say, man, this is the Ohio State Buckeyes, and this rivalry game means everything, man. We talk about it all the time. It's all over the place in our building, and I'm just honored to be able to be a part of it, and I won't take it lightly. And this is, it's the biggest game of our season, and I'm looking forward to it, man.
It's a hell of an answer.
It is. It was a pretty big answer right there, and that's a guy who is embraced and embodied everything that you need to about
all
this
year
program.
long, goods, bads, highs, lows, everything.
He's been with it, and really, really impressed to see what he has been able to do. And the holidays are here, and while you're looking forward to family fun, food, all that good stuff, you might also be thinking about the extra LBs you're going to be lopping on. That's where Affinity Whole Health comes in. You've probably heard of the semaglutide by now and how it's a game changer for weight loss. It's safe, effective, and the best part, it helps curb those cravings so you can enjoy the season without the guilt. Compare with TRT for life-changing results. Don't wait till 2025 to go and get started. Go get started now and feel your best for the holidays and beyond. Visit feelgreatcolumbus.com. That's feelgreatcolumbus.com, and tell them I sent you.
A very pointed and hyper laser focused Anthony Schlegel joins us next. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. We are still watching crews respond to a crash on the southeast side. This is on 33 westbound, just past Pickerington Road. And on the west side here in the metro, we've got some shoulders blocked off on the ramp from 70 eastbound to 270 northbound. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit primesportsbook.com and use promo code JUSTSPORTS for a welcome bonus of up to $100.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, what's all this I hear about season's free things?
Yeah, we're giving away even more than usual this season.
Free alignment with any Ford tire purchase isn't seasonal, Mike. It's free every day at Tire Discounters.
Sure, but right now, guess what else happens every day?
I know that customers can save up to $529 on Goodyear and Cooper tires.
Absolutely. Now, guess what else?
Mike, I'm a phantom tire buyer with a secret identity. Please don't toy with me.
Okay, here's the deal.
Yes?
We're doing these drawings.
Like a game show.
And one lucky customer per day wins all their money back for 4 tires.
Spectacular! But why call it Season's Free Things?
You know, Season's Greetings. It's like a play on words.
Yes, of course it is. I knew that.
It's Season's Free Things at Tire Discounters. One lucky customer per day wins their money back on tires. Everyone saves big on major brands. And a free alignment and oil change comes with every 4-tire purchase.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here from Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric, announcing our $99 home preventative maintenance checkup. Carpenter and Bryant will do whatever it takes to get you ready for the fall and winter ahead. Check us out at carpentercolumbus.com. That's carpentercolumbus.com.
This is Ryan Krieger, and at Krieger Ford, we know life's busy. Let us handle your car care.
Enjoy our convenient pickup and delivery service, or have our technicians come to you with our mobile service van. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today only at KriegerFord.com.
With the new made-in-house breakfast sandwiches at United Dairy Farmers, mornings are made for you. So whether you're on time or running behind, craving something hearty, or just looking to stretch your breakfast budget, that's me. Stop by. Our freshest take on breakfast sandwiches is ready to go with 5 great options. And right now, when you try one, like the Canadian bacon, egg, and cheese croissant, you can save $2 on a second one, like the maple waffle and sausage sandwich. I will. United Dairy Farmers Breakfast, made for you.
Buckeye Show.
Position coach and head coach and coordinators would be of the mindset of resting starters because the playoffs are what matter most.
The Buckeye Show.
Presented by Coors Light and sponsored by CareSource.
Weeknights at 6 on The Fan.
Common Man here for Universal Windows Direct. Is your home ready for winter? Is your home ready for merriment this time of year? If your windows are drafty, your guests are going to be cold. You should probably take care of that. Call my guys at Universal Windows Direct. If you act right now, for every 2 windows you buy, you get 2 free. There's no limit. You buy 4, you get 4. You get 20, you get 20. Plus 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 whole years of interest-free payments. Call them today, 614-502-5220. Schedule your free in-home estimate or visit UWD.com.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check the propane tank on your grill first before hosting a tailgate.
Let's fire up. Here, let me try. Seriously? You didn't check the propane? Who wants chips?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Salt and vinegar?
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Maui and Moana, together again.
Can I get a Chee-hoo?
This Thanksgiving, if you can watch one movie,
Hey, you wanted to come this time.
make sure it's Moana.
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 Moana. Moana. You might want to hold on.
Disney's Moana 2, rated PG. Parental guidance suggested. Only in theaters November 27th. Tickets available now.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. It's that time of year. The red bows are not out yet, but I saw someone at the dealership dusting them off. We know what that means. In the meantime, Jermaine Lexus has great inventory on both new and L certified to pick from right now with 3.49% up to 60 months on their most popular models like the ES, RX, and NX. If you're in the market, please do check them out. Jermaine Lexus, 2 locations to serve you, Dublin and Easton, JermaineLexus.com.
Morning Juice is sponsored by Affinity Whole Health, the leader in testosterone and hormone replacement therapy. FeelGreatColumbus.com. The Fan.
Keep on swiping that card, baby. Keep on swiping that card. Charge it to winning. This is Morning Juice.
Hey, it's Thanksgiving week, and this Thanksgiving, we're serving up epic football moments, all with FanDuel. That's America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers, you bet $5, you get $150 in bonus bets guaranteed. The app, it's going to serve you up all the ingredients you need to place live bets, same game parlays, and so much more. Plus, when you win, you're going to get paid instantly. How about that, Bob? I mean, your NFL Thursday slate, too, for Thanksgiving. Bears and the Lions, 12:30. Giants and the Cowboys at 4:30. And then Tua and the Dolphins heading to Lambeau to take on the Pack.
There we go. Nice little nightcap. Just visit FanDuel.com/juice to join today and get started with $150 in bonus bets if you win your first $5 bet. That's FanDuel.com/juice. Make this Thanksgiving extra special with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. Must be 21 and older in present Ohio. First online real money wager, only $5 first deposit required. Bonus issues, not withdrawable bonus bets. They expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The best way to start a morning is with a heavy dose of iron. Gas station ready, always. It is Schleg Day.
As we head out to the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline, checking with our best friend in the entire world. He is Anthony Schlegel. Schlegs, happy Tuesday, happy Schleg Day, happy Thanksgiving week, happy Ohio State, Michigan week. What's going on, buddy? Good to talk to you.
Yeah, F those guys. It's great to talk to you. You know, I was thinking about this on my drive up. It's a blue state versus a red state. You can't have anything better than that. Let's go.
I love it. Little blue, little red Schlegs. How was your drive up from Jacksonville this weekend?
Oh, it was spicy. You know, we left after school, and you know, Steph started out because like I'm right in the middle of my work day. I'm getting stuff done, you know, and then all of a sudden, I think, you know, my brain is like talking to the Wi-Fi in the car, like, you got to stop this guy, because I'm just, and the Wi-Fi stopped working. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take a nap. So I took a nap, which is great. And then I drove for a long period of time, and Steph struggles like driving late at night. And I'm like, we ain't stopping. We're going all the way through. And so she took over, but God bless her, man. She took over, and it was snowing, like absolutely, like just crazy talk in the northern Carolinas and into West Virginia. And I was sleeping, you know. I'm getting ready for the final push, you know. Once I like at the top part of West Virginia and going into Columbus, up 35. And I was like, "You want me to drive?" Like I got. No, she, no, I'm good. I'm like, all right, cool. Guess what? I went right back to sleep. So, because if I'm going to die, I want to die sleeping. But she did a phenomenal job, and we made it in. And proof David Copperfield, man, we're up the next day. We're getting bumpy. Let's go.
Absolutely. Hey, what did you think about the Buckeyes' performance against Indiana Saturday? 38-15. Had a punt that was dropped by the Indiana punter, scored before halftime, forced a 3-and-out. Caleb Downs, punt return, touchdown. See you later. Buckeyes were off to the races.
Yeah, how do you like that? I mean, I know that you guys probably hit on a lot on Monday and will today, but guys, I mean, that was we had been talking about, could we get a complete performance from the team, and that's all three phases, right? And you got that. Now, again, the guy dropping the ball, it's a little rainy. I mean, it's on him. You know, one thing that's funny is Caden Curry's just always around the ball. Always. He is, right? And then even on the punt return, Caden was there. CJ had a great block. Denzel was there. Like, guys are doing it. You know, they're performing in all the different phases. Love to see that. But Ryan talked about winning the middle 8, last 4 of the second quarter, first 4 of the third. Remember, we talked, Bob, on the Bobby Carpenter show about, like, do you want to get the ball first? And we got the ball first. And dadgummit, we went freaking 3-and-out.
Start fast, Schlegs. Start fast.
And then, crap on a stick. But you know what? Like, here's what I go back and look at it. You know, they go down, they end up scoring. You're down 0-7. You know, keep battling, and then all of a sudden, you know, pass to Mecca, they're bracketing JJ, different route combinations. But to me, you look at it, and it's the Ohio State defense. Mm-hmm. And they give up 151 yards. And here's the thing, Indiana is a good football team, guys. Like, and I don't make the – like, who have they played? Like, they haven't played anybody. They haven't, right? I think it's like 105th in the country and whatever total rankings of their strength of schedule. But they beat everybody like they were supposed to beat them. And that's good, right? You know, they've had their last 2 ball games. They weren't scoring as much. I think 31 versus Michigan State, 20 versus Michigan. They only scored 3 points in the second half versus Michigan. We got a lot out of that film. But our defense was flying around. And I think they were talking about this on TV all the time, but it was that bye week. How are we going to get pressure? Bringing the defense together. Like, let your guys eat. Like, it's different every single year, man. Like, Joey Bosa's and the Bosa brothers and Nick and Chase, like, they're different. We're bringing pressure. Guys, they were running stuff, Bob. It was just fun for me to watch it because I think the one that Jack came through up the middle, that was almost like an old school Bama. It was Cody came in, took the guard and tackle, right? Tackle looped out for contain. Jack came behind, like old school Bama. And then they were running almost like a Florida switch because they brought Jordan. And Cody's lined up on the outside, right? And then they bring Jordan inside, tackle blocks down on Jordan, and he's free. Then they mixed it up. Then they showed the same look. Jordan came outside, and Cody came in free inside of the B gap. I'm just like, this is great. They're mixing up the looks, bringing the same people from the right or the left. It doesn't matter, predicated upon what they're seeing in formation. I loved it, man. And the fact that, I don't know on the call how many they had now, but like they had 13. We were talking about this. It was 13-14 in pressure, like sacks at the Oregon game break, like going into that game. And I think since then, he said they had like 21 since, add another 5 on there, tack on another 5. And it's exactly what you want to see from the defense. Now, that's different because this is the game. And you just had Michigan beat Northwestern 50-7. It's going to be a great. I'm all week. I'm just run the damn ball hat, and because they call it smash up there, we're running the damn ball. But the thing I've been thinking about this game though is they are so one-dimensional that we can still utilize all of our other weapons and don't just get caught up in running the ball for the sake of running the ball. And that's where I think Chip Kelly and them and Ryan have done such a great job of taking what the defense is getting you, using all your weapons, and it's just been really, really fun to watch.
Monday was Chip's birthday, Schlegel. Do you have a birthday message for Chip?
Chip! Hey, happy birthday, Chip. Listen, he's such a fun guy. He'd be up there doing cardio, and I'd just be down on the floor just getting super bumpy. Great dude. Happy he's a Buckeye. I know he's enjoying it. He's got great guys. Right? So, Chip, hey, happy birthday. Make this a special birthday week and go out there and get your first pair of gold pants because it's something that you won't ever forget.
What are you looking at for this week? Let's explain what this week is like to us,
please.
Well, they already did the band. I mean, here's the thing, guys. And I can just speak from a player, and I'm sure, Bob, you've alluded to this, or you will. We watched during spring football with Tress, we watched every quarter of the Michigan game. Every one. And it was in front of your peers, and they saw it because they knew how much this meant. And I would say this, guys, people forget this. They talk about NIL, and they talk about, $20 million or whatever, and that's where it's going to. Just Buckeyes were first movers in it. But that being said, guys came back because of this. They came back because of the brotherhood. They came back because they had some unfinished business and they wanted to go win a Big Ten title in the national championship, right? But it all starts with this game regardless. And I just remember in 2004, we weren't having the season that we wanted to have, and you go out and you beat a Big Ten championship Rose Bowl bound Michigan at home 37-21. Wasn't that right, Bob?
I believe that is correct. Yes, 37-20 maybe. It was 21 too.
Deep down, right? And then we go up the following year and beat them in the big house, and how special that was. And besides the fact, Bob just decided to get hurt in the first freaking play of the game, turd bucket, it was memorable, right? And oh man, it's just the thing that I like about our team and where we are is this is going to be such a physical game. The way they've been practicing all year, the physicality of it will just be able to ratchet up another notch. Hard when, and I'm not saying this has been in the past, but I'm just talking about in general, right? When it's hard to get up for rivalry week and just make those practices more demanding and more physical because your body's going to take it than it has been for this team that every single week the consistency from the leadership of the physicality that's needed, they know it, they crave it, they want it. We hear Lathan talk on our show all the time, Bob, about how he just loves practice, and guys are setting the tone for the week during practice because of how physical inside drill is on Tuesdays, right? And what they want to see from the offense during scout periods and how they want it to be physical. That's what this week is, man. And besides all the other things that are going on, the guys are keeping the main thing. And that's, man, I'm excited for it. You have the Tunnel of Pride this week, Bob. You have Senior Day. It's going to be how can they handle how can they have enough poise to go out there and then attack and dominate when the ball is kicked. It's going to be super fun to watch. I'm excited. This is exactly where you wanted the Buckeye team. Top 5 matchup in Indiana, and now you come in to a 6-5 Michigan team at home in the shoe. Let's go get it done. Buckeyes.
Always appreciate the time. Thanks for popping on with us here. Have a great week. Enjoy the game on Saturday. Have a tremendous Thanksgiving, and we'll check in again soon, all right?
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, Columbus, Ohio. Okay? You have a lot to be thankful for. Go Bucks. Be careful.
There goes Schleg's Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Who'd actually want to take the Jets GM job? That and Quick Hitters next. Morning Juice right here on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now we are still watching a crash on the west side on I-70 eastbound, just past the 270-70 split. We've got the left lane blocked off. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Green & Sons. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Green & Sons will help you find your next Kubota tractor. Located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville. And online at greenandsons.com.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Common Man and T-Bone here for Hollywood Casino Columbus. Hey, Bone, did you know the sports book is now called ESPN Bet?
I did, and you can watch your favorite teams on the biggest screens, place your bets, and grab some wings with an ice-cold pint.
Maybe you're too boring and don't want to go to the casino. Good news. You can keep the action going and place your bets on the go with the ESPN Bet app.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook is your 50-yard line ticket to odds, point spreads, and over-unders.
It's the place to be. Losers must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Hey, Ohio, Prime Sports has arrived. The only book where you can lay 108 instead of 110 on all your favorite teams. Football, baseball, basketball, hockey. Why would you risk more to win the same amount at another sports book? Download the Prime Sports Ohio app or visit our website, primesportsbook.com, and use promo code JUSTSPORTS to get a welcome bonus up to $100. And be a member of the Prime Sports family.
Terms and conditions apply. Visit website for details. Must be 21 or older and present in Ohio. If you or anyone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. The holidays are here, and let's face it, it's easy to put on a few extra pounds between the parties, the food, and the stress. But this year, do something different and try semaglutide from Affinity Whole Health. Semaglutide is a game changer for weight loss. It'll help curb cravings and keep your energy up so you can tackle the holidays with ease. If you're thinking about TRT or already on it, they work together for amazing results. Get started at feelgreatcolumbus.com. That's feelgreatcolumbus.com.
Join our resident gambling degenerates Steve Biddle and Scotty Vegas for On the Money, Wednesday night at 8.
Presented by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
All the action, none of the responsibility. The Fan.
The perfect Thanksgiving starts with a Meyer frozen turkey for just 33 cents per pound with M-Perks. Imagine that golden, crispy skin. Ooh, that sounds good.
Stick to the script, please.
Oh, right. Roasted to perfection with fresh rolls, creamy gravy, and a delicious sweet potato casserole. I love those little marshmallows. Sorry. Bring more good to Thanksgiving with a Meyer frozen turkey for 33 cents per pound with M-Perks. That is a good deal.
Limit 1. Exclusions apply. Discount automatically applied when you enter your M-Perks ID. See all deals in store or on the Meyer app.
At Take 5, we're faster than you think. That means we'll change your oil and have you back on the road before you can count all the change in your center console. Cha-ching, baby. Just sit back and relax while our fast, friendly team does all the work. Take 5, the stay-in-your-car 10-minute oil change.
Reichert Chevy's dealing in Dublin.
$2,500 low price guarantee.
With our lowest prices and 72-hour exchange policy, you can't buy the wrong car. Shop hundreds of vehicles at ReichertChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive. We're dealing.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-494-6139. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-494-6139.
Adam Schefter here with Vivid Seats. We've got some late-breaking news coming out of the stands. According to multiple sources, Vivid Seats fans are scoring rewards on every purchase and at a rapid pace. Obviously, these rewards are a game changer, and coupled with their MVP-worthy ticket selection, why get tickets anywhere else? Don't drop the ball this season. Shop with Vivid Seats and earn rewards on every ticket. And as the official ticketing partner of ESPN, Vivid Seats is offering you $20 off your first $200 ticket purchase with code Schefter. That's code Schefter.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Cloudy out there today. The sunshine comes out by this afternoon, high 44. Looking at a dry Wednesday, late day Wednesday, we could be looking at a few showers, high 45. And then as we head into Thursday, on your Thanksgiving, looking at a mixed bag of rain and snow. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with your 10 TV weather impact forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
What's the going rate for a good babysitter? Also, Shark needs a raise. You're listening to Morning Juice.
We here on The Juice, brought to you by our good friends over at Affinity Whole Health, the leader in testosterone and hormone replacement therapy. You can always visit them on the line at feelgreatcolumbus.com.
Morning Juice presents Quick Hitters.
Sharky.
Yes, sir.
Happy Tuesday to you.
Happy Tuesday, Beamer and Bobby. You know, the New York Jets are searching for not only a new head coach, but a new general manager, and owner Woody Johnson has put together quite an all-star team to lead that search. The group includes former Jets GM Mike Tannenbaum, friend of Morning Juice, and former Vikings GM Rick Spielman. Don't know if they'll make the right hires, Bobby, but I would trust Tannenbaum and Spielman over Woody Johnson.
That's the problem, is who else you trust in. Those guys remember the 33rd team. I saw that was coming out. They've both been GMs. They've both been, senior executives. Maybe can you nominate yourself, Shark?
I'm wondering the same thing, Bob. One of those two guys seems like it'd be a decent hire.
Bring Tannenbaum and
Tannenbaum was already the GM there.
Well, I know. He drafted Schlegels.
Yeah.
Remember that when we had him on? Yeah. And Tannenbaum came on and said, yeah, you were the reason I got fired. So he said something like that to the Schlegels. It was great.
They swapped picks with the Jets, or the Jets swapped picks with Philly.
Okay.
And they didn't ask Philly who they were coming up to get. And he goes, we had a guy named Chris Gokong we were going to draft.
Yeah, good player.
He goes, and they ended up drafting him, and he goes, that's who we were going to take, and we didn't ask him that, and we should have, and they'll tell you, because it's bad business to lie about that. Mm-hmm. And then we didn't know who else to take. We needed a linebacker, and so we took Schlegels, and that's kind of how it went down. It's really a great story. I don't know who they'll recommend. We'll see. Maybe it might be one of those guys. Who knows?
That's a mess. So when we talked to Albert Breer Thursdays at 8:05, we were asking him about the fallout of what's going on in New York. Who wants that mess of a job? Bring your brooms.
No job.
It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. It's the least desirable job between head coach and general manager in the NFL. It's just, yeah, it is.
What about the Bears?
What are you talking about? They're back, Shark. They're back.
I mean,
Poles has took the North and not given it back.
Yeah, last place every year. Is that good?
Started at the bottom, now we're here.
The Jets are worse than the Bears. Come on. They're a mess.
They both have a history of ineptitude.
You're right.
I don't know.
You're right.
I guess I'd rather live in Chicago
Aaron
than
Rodgers
New York.
has given both of them a lot of losses.
That's true.
Good point.
He's the owner of MetLife Stadium and Soldier Field.
When Nick Saban retired in January, Mac Brown took over as the active college football coach with the most wins. In fact, Brown ranks 6th all-time behind Paterno, Bowden, Bear Bryant, Pop Warner, and Saban. But Mac is now 73 years old, and the end is near. Or is it?
Nope.
At his weekly presser yesterday, Brown said he intends to return to North Carolina next year. The question now becomes, Beamer, will the Tar Heels want him back?
Gosh, it's beautiful. They're going to force him to fire him.
You can't do that to Mac, can you?
They were pretty bad this year.
Yeah,
No, he had them playing better.
Yeah, they're underwhelmed. They've been underwhelming.
3 in a row at one time, but they lost to James Madison 70-50.
Oh my gosh, it was so bad.
That was a crazy game.
It was bad.
They're 6-5, and I'm sure they're underdogs against NC State this week.
Got to a bowl game.
Got to a
6
bowl.
and 5.
Is that the goal?
I don't know what the goal is for North Carolina football.
It's better than that. I'll tell you that much.
Well, I know when you're paying him that much money, it is for sure.
So
the real question is, do they want him back? And what's your real life expectations with Carolina?
I wouldn't be surprised if they brought him back, but they are working on a succession plan or however that's going to work, or this is it. I don't think they would bring him back without any restrictions, but he's one of 3 active college football coaches to win a national championship. I mean, he was pretty good a couple years ago.
That's just how many there are.
Yeah.
Kirby, Dabo, and Mack.
Yep.
Yeah, Jimbo's gone.
Saban's gone.
Urban's gone.
Yeah, you're right. Wow. That's a number I thought would be higher, but now that I think about it, it shouldn't be
4 this year.
You're right. It is going to be 4.
I don't know. Kirby could win another.
Well, that's true, Bob. I didn't think about that. I was thinking more about what a great day it's going to be.
I like it. A new day.
A new day.
How you feeling about Michigan this week, Shark?
Nervous.
Okay.
Mostly nervous or mostly excited?
More excited than nervous, Bob.
You.
But I'm sorry. I can't change my mindset. I get nervous about this game.
Just take a deep breath. Everything will be all right. You'll be fine. You want to watch the game together on Saturday?
No.
Okay. You have to lock me in a padded room. Tim will come in here if it's a close game at halftime, and I will, again, have to usher him out of here. Just straight send him into the other booth. Tim,
why does he even come in?
Well, if it's a bloodbath.
Yeah, but if he knows it's a close game, he knows you don't want to be in here with him.
No, correct.
So why does he come on in?
I don't know.
He's looking for someone to talk to?
Yeah, he's just looking for someone to bounce his ideas
He's in another studio watching college basketball.
Yeah, he's watching Rock Chalk over there. James Franklin is having the time of his life this week. That's next. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and happy Tuesday. If you're coming in from the west side, watch for a crash on I-70 eastbound, just past the 70-270 split. We've got the left lane blocked off over there. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
An electrifying live event experience is back. Nitro Circus. Unbelievable tricks. Unstoppable energy that will blow your mind.
People always said that Nitro Circus couldn't work as a live show, but with this much passion, it was always going to work.
Excitement for the entire family. December 5th at Nationwide Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Now, in our last session, you said you were hearing noises.
Terrible noises.
Tell me more.
Same time every morning.
Mm-hmm. Can you describe them?
Well, it starts like yee and then turns into woo woo woo.
Indeed. And does it also come with a
That's exactly what it is. How did you know, Doctor?
This is a symptom of not having an Apex Pros water heater.
Doctor, I know my husband, and he would never.
And the sound then goes yip yip woo woo woo. I'm writing you a prescription for an Apex Pros water heater.
You really think this will help?
Apex Pros, the pros who knows. First you doubt me, then you doubt the pros who knows.
I'm not doubting. I just didn't think my husband would make such
the unnecessary suffering of surprise cold water. I've seen it 1,000 times. Apex Pros even has tankless solutions that provide never-ending warm water.
Wow.
The crazy sounds will go away by tomorrow. Now here's my bill. Now about that sound.
It's Alex, the Apex Bear. We are the pros who knows. The official plumber of the Columbus Blue Jackets. ApexPros.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems. Listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-494-6139. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-494-6139.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place for changes big and small. Loud or quiet, find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good morning. I'm Mark the Shark. On Friday, Ohio State whipped Campbell 104-60. Last night, the Buckeyes beat Green Bay 102-69. It marks the first time that OSU has scored at least 100 points in back-to-back games since 1990. Last night, Bruce Thornton collected 25 points and 9 assists. His backcourt mate, Michi Johnson added 17 points. The Buckeyes improved to 5-1. In Monday Night Football at Los Angeles, the Ravens beat the Chargers 30-23 after L.A. had jumped out to a 10-0 lead. Derrick Henry rushed for 140 yards for Baltimore, which improves to 8-4. The Chargers are 7-4. Rams receiver DeMarcus Robinson was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence. He was stopped after driving more than 100 miles an hour on Route 101 in Woodland Hills, California. The Sports Center is sponsored by the Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Visit the Waterworks online at thewaterworks.com, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Breaking sports news on The Fan.
In high school, Bobby was a district swimming finalist. Also, Beamer still wears floaties. This is Morning Juice.
Hour 2 of the program for us on a Tuesday. Power-packed next hour coming up here for you. It's 7:20 this morning. The hyphenator, Jean-Luc Grand-Pierre, he's going to join the program. We'll talk some jackets and some turkey with him at 7:20. 7:33 this morning, Steve Hellwagen of Bucknuts. He's going to join us. We'll talk some football with him of the Buckeye variety. And then 1 hour away from right now, if you missed Schleg's in the 6 o'clock hour, at 8:05 this morning, we're going to replay what he had to say. Recapping the Indiana game and Michigan coming up.
Confirmed for Friday, 8:05. We're going to have Maurice Claret join the program, talk a little bit Ohio State, Michigan as well as we get prepared for the big game, Beam. So that was just confirmed. Yeah, so it'll be a nice, robust day there as well. Try to get some Tress on this week too. See if we can work that in there.
Cool.
Should be a fun time.
How about asking him about the Miami game too and the chase down strip? Well, I always wanted to ask him about that play.
Yeah, that would be, well, then you'll get the opportunity, Beam.
Good. So you said 8:05 on Friday?
8:05 on Friday.
Mark your calendars.
We got AJ at 8:33. We got Austin at 7:33. I mean, probably try to yam Tress in there at some point. It's a pretty robust environment.
Well, it's a football Friday of all football Fridays coming off of Thanksgiving, right? We're going to be here live on Thursday or on Friday morning.
Live and local.
Yeah, so we're going to be here, get you ready for all things Ohio State, Michigan.
Keeping you informed about what's trending this morning. It's time for a little re-rack on Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Billiards Plus, your destination for top-of-the-line grills with up to 30-year warranties. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Buckeye men's basketball ended up smoking Green Bay last night. 102-69 was the final score. I got to say, I mean, it was some pretty fun. It was a fun game. Green Bay's got one of the leading scorers in the country, Mr. Roy. He went for 30 points last night. Ohio State had, I feel like, 7 or 8 players in double figures last night, but it was a close game until Ohio State decided just to go nutso from the three-point line again. 14 of 31. They shot 45% from the line. Here's the thing you need to work on, though. Free throws. That's the thing from last. They were 12 and 19. That's 63%.
Yeah, it's not great.
Let's get that up a little bit.
It's not great.
No.
Need to get that pump those numbers. I'm excited Friday to talk to AJ to see about all the Black Friday shopping he's doing.
Oh, I forgot that he's a big Black Friday guy.
Yeah, out there with the unwashed masses.
Yeah.
Battling to save $20 on a flat screen TV.
Yeah. A big, robust, like 20-incher, too.
Oh, yeah. Just the classics.
So he can mount it on his wall.
That'll be tremendous. Yeah, we should have I'm excited for I love this week because it's fun to get people together, get some folks on, and just talk about games of past, games of future that'll be happening here. So very, very excited.
It's going to be a great time, man. And you get
What
Thanksgiving.
guests do we have on tomorrow?
We've got Lee Sterling at 6:33 tomorrow because he usually makes his Friday appearance, but he asked for earlier in the week. So he's coming on at 6:33 tomorrow. We're workshopping a jackets guest for you tomorrow. It's going to be one of 3 people. It's either going to be Sean Monahan or James Van Riemsdyk at 8:48 or Dean Evison tomorrow at 7:33. We've got to talk to the Jackets to see what they want to do. But it's going to be one of those 3 fine individuals.
See if we can get. See if Breer wants to move up in the week too, since we don't have a Thursday show.
What's coming up on the best of show, Shark? I know you've been pouring over that.
Is it the best of Schlegs? Please,
it is not the best of Schlegs.
You got to do that. Maybe that's a Christmas edition.
A Christmas special.
Bob, it's so much work.
Schlegmas.
So much work.
It's a Schlegsmas.
Very Schlegmas to everybody.
Very Schlegmas.
So I had the idea. I had an idea a couple weeks ago that I said, why don't we just do 3 hours of us talking to Schlegs, like for a best of?
Fish loved it.
He did love it.
Shark, not a fan.
That's a lot of work for Shark. That's a lot of work for him.
What are you talking about? You got stuff every week. Just go pull it off the internet machine.
Just go pull it off the array. You know what time it usually is.
I'm gonna give me 15 seconds, and I'll tell you all about best of.
Okay.
See if you guys can remember these topics.
So sometimes when we do a topic, you and I, Bobby, will look at each other like after we get done. We're like, put that on the best of.
Oh yeah,
put that on the best.
You know
of.
when the hits are out there.
You know when the hits are playing, for sure. So yeah, we're not going to be in here live on Thursday because we'll all be enjoying Turkey Day. But Shark has eloquently put together. Shark will be playing this live. Has put together a show, so we will be here in spirit, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Thursday.
When I save these, I just put a little title and the length of the segment. So I don't remember what this was about. Bartles and James.
All I think about now is...
Do you know why we were talking about Bartles and James?
No.
It was from May 22nd.
Yeah. There was some story I wanted to say. Oh, my gosh. We were talking about bringing something somewhere. Oh.
You're talking about going to like the Memorial Tournament? Because that's like around that time leading in.
Maybe that was it.
It's a good one.
Back in January, we talked about Canadian provinces.
Back in when?
January.
Oh, man.
Did Beamer quiz us on all, whatever there are, 11 or 13 provinces?
Maybe you were the one that was quizzing us.
Yeah, you should
Your
be
wife's the Canadian.
We had Gene Smith on.
Oh, yeah.
May 31st. I've got that.
Was final time on the juice.
Kentucky Derby trivia.
Oh, yes.
You did that. You did the Derby trivia.
Because
Bob.
I was talking about how remarkable it is that you go look at the times of human beings in all these different races and how much time they've lost.
Horses have gotten slower.
And horses have stayed the same.
Yeah.
We've got
we pump these things full of steroids and we train the heck out of them millions of dollars a year, and they've gotten no faster.
Got some fan Sports Center updates.
Oh, yeah, that's me
Timmy
and Tim.
Hall.
That's me and Tim. Sometimes you call the Blue Jackets something else when you're trying to hit a heart out. It's live radio, folks. Happens.
Let me see. L.A. robbery.
L.A. robbery.
Sounds great.
I don't remember that.
Sure, some nice fun.
Vrabes fired January 10th.
Oh, yeah, that's
a good
really
one.
paid off for Tennessee. I feel like they're turning the corner.
Mm-hmm. Will Levis another pick 6 this week, too, by the way.
But he did have like a 109 quarterback rating.
Well, CJ stepped out of the back of the end zone at the end of the game.
Yeah, well,
he was under pressure.
Stepped out, being like tackled out. He was actually getting harassed.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he just ran out of there.
Correct.
I've got something titled Beamer's Stroke. June 10th.
Maybe that's when maybe that's when I played my update when I was on the network and I had a stroke.
Yeah, I saw your face went.
Yeah. Yeah. That and just a rogue voice mute hit me, and that went to like 85 different radio stations around a couple of states. So that was fun.
Nice. All right,
a fun moment.
I'm done teasing.
Okay. Listen.
Tune in, find out what Bartles and James is about.
We know what it's about.
When I always hear Bartles and James, the number one thing I think about is everybody knows the.
Why don't you get a 4-pack this week for Thanksgiving?
Junk in a box. Listen, I'm not against it. I told you I've never turned down a drink in my life. Well, without good reason. But I've never turned down a drink in my life because I don't like what was there. Like I maybe have turned one down because I've been overserved, maybe because I'm driving. Those are different things. But I've never turned down a drink before. I do not like gin, and I'll even drink the gin if someone's like, hey.
I love a gin. It tastes like you're eating a pine cone.
Yeah, why wouldn't I want that? A lot of sap.
It tastes so good.
No, it doesn't. I'm not a gin guy. And some people love it. That's their prerogative. I have no issue with that. I will have a 4-peel gin from Watershed because that has a little more citrus to it.
Yep.
Anyway, I've never turned down a drink. But Bartles and James, so Rothman introduced me to this.
Oh, God.
Exactly. It's the SNL skit. It's the 3-packer. It's a trilogy. And it starts off the Lonely Island Boys with Junk in the Box for Valentine's Day. And then they go to Mother Lovers, which is the next one, which is also tremendous. And then the last one is about a 3-way. And it's Roll Up to the Crib, with the Bartles and James off the bus with the Alizé is the line.
Well, I have to ask Austin about that on Friday, too, because he's a big Lonely Islands guy.
Listen, if you like the Lonely Island Boys, Rothman introduced me to all that. I had no idea the other two existed, which I like them more than even In the Box. Like, it's...
Side note on Bartles and James, massive downgrade on their bottling. I mean, it's just cans now. They look like LaCroix. Go back to the sweet, flavored bottles.
Gosh, those look so good.
How good does a pina colada Bartles and James sound right now?
There's enough sugar in there to give you diabetes.
Fuzzy navel.
But I'll tell you what, man, when I was younger, those looked legit, and they tasted
You know who would
just
love a
fruit
Bartles
juice.
and James? My grandma.
You know who would love a Bartles and James? William. Because it probably tastes
you're right.
so much sugar in the fruit juice. My kids would love Bartles and James.
You're right. That sounds like
all kids would love Bartles and James.
What's wrong with them?
Especially if you market to them in that nice little fluorescent elixir that they've got right there. That looks so good.
It's a graduation from a Capri Sun.
Yeah, give me exactly.
Right on your way.
Well, this is in glass. This is great.
Remember those little barrel fruit drinks that used to rip the aluminum top off?
Courtney found those. My
she
kids
did.
drink them. Yeah.
What flavor are they? Blue.
Exactly. Blue. Here are flavors: blue, red, purple. What's surprisingly, and I don't know if they've changed this, but it's like, Court, those things have to be the worst thing for you. That's what we drank when we were younger. It has to be just take half of it, fill it with sugar, put a little flavoring in there, and then they dump water and shake them up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's honestly not that bad. And I don't know if they lowered the sugar content of them or whatever, but they're not awful for you. But Court, we have those little barrels. I'll bring one in for you tomorrow.
Okay.
You send me a text. I got Shark's Wings today. I remember those.
Thanks, Bob.
By the way, they laugh at me now at the Roosters show when I'm ordering all this food. And I'm like, listen, I've got 4 kids and a child that's 64 years old. Shark, that I have to get his flappers.
10 flappers, garlic.
And I still almost say medium because I ordered the medium ones for about a year and a half. Are we done with the garlic yet, or is that still rolling for you?
Well, you want to surprise me?
Is there anything you don't like?
Donkey.
I don't. Yeah,
You don't
I don't
want anything
want
crazy
the
hot?
donkey. Yeah, I don't want that.
Have you ever tried the dry rub with just the Nashville on there? Because that's what I get, and it's pretty good.
I don't think I have, and I've tried just about everything at Roosters, but I've never had a dry rub, and I've never had.
Neither is Deshaun.
I've never had chicken nuggets there.
Yeah, I don't get the chicken. When I ordered the boneless, I just say chicken nuggets.
No boneless.
Every person has whatever they like in life. Bob said you don't like gin. If you don't like gin, you're not a gin guy.
But
that's
if they
fine.
bring me the gin, I drink
like
the gin still.
Yeah, I'll eat the wings from Roosters. They're delicious. I prefer the boneless. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, you're a little kid.
Get them in your Happy Meal.
I am
Roosters Happy Meal.
Bob.
No, it's
Scotch. You like Scotch?
I can't do the Scotch.
Here's the thing.
Vermouth.
Vermouth you mix with things.
Right.
I'm not having give me a glass of vermouth. Some people
awful. My grandma does drink.
People look at me like I'm about I murder people in my basement.
My grandma drinks amaretto on the rocks.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the amaretto with the sour, then we're okay. Here's my thing with Scotch. I'll drink Scotch. It's kind of like akin to whiskey and bourbon. Yeah, but if someone's going to give me a Macallan 18 that's an expensive bottle, I always say, don't waste a glass of that on me. You could pour me some Korsky plastic squeeze bottle vodka, and I would enjoy that just the same.
Oh, man.
So
what about the Kamchatka?
Not mixed with anything?
No.
Vodka? You drink vodka straight?
I don't, but I would. In that sense, I'm telling you, I'll drink the Scotch. I just don't really enjoy it.
It's a little too peaty. Sometimes it tastes like you're drinking a bonfire, depending on the Scotch. It does. It does taste like
it really
that.
Is.
That's why I like to sweeten it up with Splenda.
See, that's terrible. Then you're ruining it. So I'm not I'm saying, I'm just not. I don't appreciate it for what it is. Some people don't give me a nice bottle of wine. I don't enjoy. I like wine. I'll drink some nice wine. I'll drink some nice bourbon. But I'm not really a big Scotch guy. If everyone's saying you're going to have to try this, I'm saying okay, then I will.
Okay, twist my arm.
Well, if you don't have anything else and you want me to try this $500 bottle of Scotch, you think it's you're wasting it on me, but I've already acknowledged that to you, and I will try it. And I'll think it's probably decent. But it's not going to be what it should be to me.
Do you like Scotch, Shark?
No. Nope. I don't. There aren't many things that I do like straight. You know what I mean?
Just got to start. Listen.
I used to drink gin, and then it started giving me headaches, and somebody said, no, don't drink gin, drink vodka. And that's my drink of choice. Vodka, cranberry, vodka, tomato juice, vodka, orange juice, vodka mixed with something.
Drink it straight up.
Drink martinis.
I've tried to like martinis because James Bond, I feel like I would.
It is really a cool drink.
But I hate olives.
You don't need to get it with the olives.
But then I'm just having a glass of vodka.
Yeah, that's true.
Just give me a glass of vodka.
A glass of cold vodka.
I mean, I watched my brother at one point in his life. I had left a party that I was at and went to go get some McDonald's for the crew that was there.
The greater good.
And I walked back in, and they had a glass of vodka that my brother was going to drink that was warm and probably about 8 ounces of it. And I watched
plastic cup?
No, it was in a glass. I could see straight through it. I was guessing it wasn't water because the excitement of everybody wanting to watch him consume this. He did.
8 ounces?
It might have been more.
Gosh.
It was a lot. And I'll tell you what, the next day, he was not doing well in his academic studies.
That sounds honestly like one of the worst things I've ever heard.
He may have thrown up multiple times during that day.
As he probably should have. The hyphenator, Jean-Luc Grand-Pierre, he's going to join the program. We'll talk some Jackets with him next. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
We are still watching slow-moving traffic on the east side on I-70. This is heading westbound right near 310. Expect to be slow-moving coming in from the Etna-Pataskala area. And another crash on I-70, this one on the west side. Shoulders are blocked off on I-70 eastbound right near Wilson Road. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Men, we hear it all the time. A man comes in to get his erectile dysfunction treated, and very soon thereafter, he tells us that his relationship is renewed. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and you should know that ED doesn't just affect you, it also often affects your partner. They can feel undesired, unwanted, they may even feel like you don't love them anymore. At Tri-State Men's Health, we've successfully treated thousands of men for ED with protocols that have success rates as high as 90%. Which means if you're like most men, we can get you back to the guy you used to be. You could even last up to an hour or more and find you're performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and give your partner the gift of renewed love. Your first visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in our office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654. That's 800-900-9654. Or go to tristatemenshealth.com. That's tristatemenshealth.com. Tri-State Men's Health, a Promenic restorative health practice.
Meyer knows that Thanksgiving is a time to come together, eat together, and share together. This week, when you buy Meyer brand foods, our Simply Give program will feed up to 4 million neighbors in need. So when you bring that perfectly fluffed stuffing to the table, the cranberry sauce and green bean casserole, you're actually bringing more good to more neighbors. Let's bring more good to Thanksgiving with Meyer brand and Simply Give. Exclusions apply. See Meyer.com for details.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
We're back on the Nada Yada Island Confessions Show. Benny is about to tell us how he found two loves. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks to Metro, I found iPhone 12 and Apple Watch SE.
At Metro, get the perfect match of both iPhone 12 with 5G and Apple Watch SE for only $99.99. You heard that right. Both for just $99.99. Holidays with Nada Yada Yada. Only at Metro by T-Mobile.
Bring your number and ID, sign up for Metro Flex Plus, and add a watch line. Not available if you're with T-Mobile or been with Metro in the past 180 days. Limit 2 per account.
Football season is here, and we have so much stuff. One station isn't enough. Find even more pigskin on ESPN Columbus.
Set your second preset to AM 1460 or 97.1 FM HD2, or listen on the Fan app.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan.
An electrifying live event experience is back. Nitro Circus. Unbelievable tricks. Unstoppable energy that will blow your mind.
People always said that Nitro Circus couldn't work as a live show, but with this much passion, it was always going to work.
Excitement for the entire family. December 5th at Nationwide Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Hi, the Scott Antique Markets are back again at the Ohio Expo Center, featuring hundreds of vendors with collectibles and merchandise from all over the world. The market is one weekend monthly, November through March. Build your family heirlooms. You can find everything that gets old. Just take I-71 to exit 111 to enjoy America's favorite treasure hunt. Visit thescottantiquemarket.com for more information. Come join us at the Ohio Expo Center for the Scott Antique Markets. It's huge. It's the Scott Antique Markets this weekend.
If a friend asks how you're doing, and you say,
I'm okay.
When the truth is,
I don't want my problems to burden anyone.
Or you say,
hang it in there.
Because
if I ask for help, they'll just think I'm weak.
Then this is your sign to call, text, or chat 988 for free, confidential support. Anytime. You don't have to hide how you feel.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
It is cloudy out there right now, but the sun will come out this afternoon. Highs in the low 40s. Tonight, dry, low 30. Tomorrow, looking at a dry but cloudy day, high 45. Late day showers are expected on your Wednesday before a mixed bag of rain and snow comes in on Thursday. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with your 10 TV weather impact forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
FanDuel is the exclusive online sportsbook partner of Morning Juice. Just sign up at FanDuel.com/juice. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
One of these guys thinks Clintonville was named after Bill Clinton. You're listening to Morning Juice.
Coming up here at 7:33 this morning, Steve Hellwagen of Bucknuts. He's going to join the program. Before we get to Jean-Luc.
Oh, boy. You hear that. You know what time it is. Shark's salivating already. So it means it's an appetizer Tuesday, which means it's a Threes Day. Which, folks, you don't want to cook on a Tuesday or a Wednesday before Thanksgiving. You want to go to Roosters. Go get yourself a $3 appetizer. It's the classic. It's Schleg's favorite. It's mac and cheese bites. They're tasty, they're delicious, and they're $3 all day long. And if you stay locked in here for about an hour, we're going to get you a $50 Roosters gift card. And, Beam, it's Roosters holiday season. So if you buy you give a gift, you get a gift. If you go buy a Rooster $50 gift card, which makes a great gift, you get a $10 Rooster Buck with it. How about that?
It's like unlimited money.
Yeah. So they're going to say, here, boom, get this, you get that. And so maybe you can give the gift card, you keep the $10 Rooster Buck for yourself.
Maybe you give the $10 Rooster Bucks, you keep the $50 for yourself.
Sure. Can do that too. But it's tremendous. It's all a Rooster, so go check them out today, Beamer.
Morning Juice presents Talking Jackets.
Now it's Boone Jenner along the end boards, and he stuffs it behind Peter Mrazek for the score.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
As we head out to the hotline and check in with our good friend, he is the hyphenator, Jean-Luc Grand-Pierre. Jean-Luc, thanks for the time. As always, happy Thanksgiving week to you and yours. Wednesday, Friday, little Jackets action, Thanksgiving sandwiched in between. We were asking last week if the Jackets could play like closer games. They're doing that. They're winning, still being high-scoring games. But what a little 3-game run this team's on right now.
Yes, it's been a lot of fun to watch. Definitely something that's been entertaining for people in Nationwide Arena, especially the last 2 games. So, you're not going to complain when you're winning games. You can, you always strive to improve game after game. And, you're allowed 6 games in the first one at home, and then you allowed, 4 last one? Mm-hmm. So, no, 3. So there's a little bit of an improvement there defensively, but in all seriousness, it's been really fun to watch them play this week.
So I'm glad that you enjoy that, Jean-Luc. Torts used to always tell me it was bad hockey when we talked to him about that. I go, but it's so much fun for me as the fan. I enjoy the back and forth tempo. Maybe you don't have great puck control, lots of scoring. It was always fun for me as an amateur fan to watch that, even though the coaches might not be all that happy with it.
Yeah, it's an absolute nightmare as a coach, to be honest with you. I mean, I was just thinking about, their video coaches, Dan Singleton and Augustine. I mean, I can't imagine the amount of stuff that they had to review, because you have to remember, too, also, every time there's a goal or something like that, those video coach back there are looking to make sure that it was onside. Was it offside? Is there something you can challenge left and right? So it's a lot of work for them, but for the fans, and even, for me in my role, Bobby might have a different idea because he's got to start yelling every time there's a goal. But for me, it's listen, hockey is supposed to be fun, and, the fans are spending their hard-earned money on some tickets, so they want to hear the cannon go. So I have zero problem with the way it's been. And honestly, as a player, unless you're the goaltender, as a player, it's fun to be involved in a little pond hockey game like that. It kind of reminds you of, when you're younger, playing at the park or, on the lake with your buddies. And, there was no 1-0 game. It was always a 7-6 game. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no one's going out to play in the backyard hoping for a 1-0 meat grinder, just really working puck control. Everyone wants to get shots off. Jean-Luc, you're a fine you're a United States citizen now, but, hailing from up there in French Canada. I didn't realize that we were talking to Dino about this, that his wife is French-Canadian, that he met her up there in Montreal.
That's right. She is French-Canadian. Actually, she's from Montreal, so her and I actually grew up like 15 minutes away from each other.
Really?
I just discovered that this summer when we met. Yeah, so it's pretty funny. So so I'll speak literally full French to her when I see her, and Dino's like, whatever, we no, he doesn't speak a lick of French. I gotta get him a couple of French books here this summer, or some audio tapes, so we can start practicing, so he can be part of the conversation. Absolutely.
That's tremendous. As we check in with the hyphenator, Jean-Luc Grand-Pierre, with us here on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Yeah, he said that to us last week, Jean-Luc. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that's tremendous. Like, I wonder if Jean-Luc and her have had conversations, but obviously you had, and he's not included in those conversations, which is great. What's your
next time you talk to him, ask him about it.
We will. We'll ask him about it maybe tomorrow if he comes on and bumps his segment up a day early with us, as we're trying to navigate what to do tomorrow with the holiday on Thursday. What's a Thanksgiving spread look like at your house, Jean-Luc? Because we know that they play Wednesday evening. They get the day off on Thursday for Thanksgiving, and then they're right back at it for a matinee on Friday against the Flames.
Yeah, well, so our house is going through some major renovation right now, so we will not be hosting, and my daughter has kindly invited us. So my wife, son, and myself are going to go over to Powell, over to my daughter and her husband's, and with the grandbaby, and going to celebrate over there. So, I'm not a big turkey guy, so I expect honey baked ham to be laying there for me. And, it doesn't get you as tired, and it's, I don't know, we can make sandwiches the next day. I'm not a big turkey guy, so I'm pretty excited about that. So I will not be hosting this year, so it's going to be a nice, easy go over, see the grandbaby, my daughter, and hang out for a little bit and come home and watch some football.
How old's the grandbaby?
Oh gosh, right around 7 weeks now.
Okay, so not quite old enough to partake in the Thanksgiving feast then.
No, she will not be partaking, unfortunately.
Next year will be a blast. Dress her up in the turkey, like just you're going to be good to go. It'll be fantastic. William, by the way, is going to eat like 3 plates on Thanksgiving on Thursday. Like that's what he's looking forward to. Buddy, always appreciate the time. Thanks for hopping on with us here this morning. Have a great day today. Enjoy Thanksgiving week, and we'll check in next week. All right.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
There he goes, the hyphenator, Jean-Luc Grand-Pierre, with us here on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Steve Hellwagen of Bucknuts, he's going to join the program. We'll start setting the table for Michigan with him next. Morning Juice right here on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
We are still watching slow-moving traffic on the east side on I-70. This is heading westbound right near 310. Expect to be slow-moving coming in from the Etna-Pataskala area. And another crash on I-70, this one on the west side. Shoulders are blocked off on I-70 eastbound right near Wilson Road. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Make the most of your holidays with the Kroger app. You can enjoy over $600 in digital coupons every week. get access to low prices, and earn fuel points to save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. The Kroger app makes it easy to save this holiday season. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
Get big savings when you mix and match cans of Campbell's Cream of Mushroom Soup and Del Monte vegetables. They're 10 for $10 with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Why choose the Hinderer Motor Company? We don't just sell vehicles, we build relationships. This is Justin Hinderer. With 4 top-tier dealerships and a state-of-the-art collision center, we're here for you every step of the way. From our exclusive Carvenience service that handles everything from pickup to delivery to our 24/7 towing and roadside assistance, we make your life easier. And every vehicle purchase comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty because we believe in what we sell. Experience the difference and visit HindererMotorCompany.com. We love what moves you.
Oh, wait, turn the game down. Do you hear that?
Yeah, I swear it's telling me to go buy Pepsi to get a $10 Fandango movie reward.
So we can see Gladiator 2 only in theaters November 22nd? Spooky, but also kind of a great idea.
Totally. And if we leave now, we'll be back before halftime ends.
Pepsi Zero Sugar. Make your game day epic.
Spend $20 before taxes on participating Pepsi beverage products. Ends 12/6/24 while supplies last. Must be 18 plus and a U.S. resident. Code restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. Full details at earnrewards.com/Pepsi. Rated R.
At Take 5, we're faster than you think. That means we'll change your oil and have you back on the road faster than it takes for your fancy designer half-calf, heavy cream, no-whip, mocha latte to get cold. Just sit back and relax while our fast, friendly team does all the work. Take 5, the stay-in-your-car 10-minute oil change.
Those other guys' drain cleaning specials seem like a great deal until you realize the only thing really going down your drain is your money. At the Waterworks, we mean clean. Our service doesn't just clear your drains, it cleans them too. Get it done right the first time with the Waterworks.
Can't make it to the game? Watch the Fan's pre- and post-game shows live on YouTube. Just search 97 on the Fan and click subscribe.
The Fan's YouTube channel is sponsored by Coors Light.
Your home of the Buckeyes. The Fan.
Black Friday is here at your local Ram dealer, where right now, well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 for $479 a month for 42 months with $3,859 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-877-RAM-5722 for details. Requires dealer contribution and lease through Stellantis Financial. Extra charge for miles over 35,000. Not all customers will qualify. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 12/2/24.
Hey friends, Brandon Beam here, and I want to tell you about one of my guilty pleasures during the football season. Eating some chips, eating some wings and veggies with my favorite dips while watching football. Got the kid running around, the dog running around. It's very easy. Got a new dip addiction. Or as William likes to say, dip. Daisy sour cream, they came out with a French onion and a ranch dip. They're a total game changer. Maybe even better than the homemade dips I make at home. Real herbs, real spices and ingredients that you'd find in your own kitchen. And I would suggest you to try them. We all know the jingle. Dollop of Daisy. Well, a dollop of Daisy is even better with a dip of Daisy. Go try them out right now.
Great game. You got into the end zone again and again. How'd it feel?
Awesome. Like getting a new iPhone again and again. I just got the new iPhone 16 Pro today.
Really?
Yeah. And with AT&T Next Up Anytime, I can upgrade early every year.
Very nice.
Feel like an MVP again. Learn how to get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us and the latest iPhone every year with AT&T Next Up Anytime. AT&T. Connecting changes everything. Offer subject to change. Additional fees, terms, and restrictions apply. $0 offer may not be available on future iPhones. Next Up Anytime feature may be discontinued at any time. See att.com/iPhone for details.
Are you ready to unleash the beast?
Monster Energy is here to give you the edge this college tailgate season. Loaded with bold flavors, our powerful blend gives you the energy you need to push you beyond your limits. Tune in all season long with Monster, the energy drink of ESPN Radio College Football Tour. Power your performance with a drink that's as hungry for victory as you are. Crack open an ice-cold Monster and dominate your competition. Monster Energy. Unleash the beast. Grab yours today.
Morning Juice is sponsored by Affinity Whole Health, the leader in testosterone and hormone replacement therapy. FeelGreatColumbus.com. The Fan.
If you make a wisecrack about Dayton pizza, Beamer will murder you dead.
Humor. I have it too.
This is Morning Juice.
It's all gravy this weekend on FanDuel, which means you're getting a feast of rewards all weekend long. And right now, all customers can get a no-sweat NFL same-game parlay. That's an SGP to celebrate the occasion. Just place a 3-leg same-game parlay, and you'll get bonus bets back even if your bet doesn't win. Beam, The NFL same-game parlays, they're the perfect ways to combine your bets for a chance at a bigger payday while you're chugging down that gravy and chasing it with some turkey.
How about this? You can build your own or choose from one of the popular same-game parlays pre-built for you in the FanDuel's top-rated sportsbook app. How about this for same-game parlay? So the Bears play the Lions on Thanksgiving Day. You're going to want the Jared Goff and the Caleb Williams over in passing yards, and then what you're going to want to do is extend the point spread for the Lions, like bump that number up to like 34.5. So what are you waiting for? Start your feast now with a no-sweat same-game parlay on America's #1 sportsbook. Visit FanDuel.com/juice. FanDuel, an official sportsbook betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 and older. Present in Ohio. Opt-in required. Refund issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Max wager $5 unless otherwise specified. Restrictions apply, including token expiration. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLERS. We head out to the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline, checking with our great friend of Bucknuts. He is Steve Hellwagen. Steve, thanks for the time. Always appreciate it. We know what week it is. Got Buckeyes and the Wolverines high noon on Saturday, but we'll take you back to this past Saturday over at the Horseshoe. What did you like from the Buckeyes against Indiana?
Well, that went about how you would have hoped it would go for Ohio State, obviously. Indiana having the greatest season in school history, coming in at 10-0 and all full of itself. Obviously, their coach, Curt Cignetti, beaming with confidence and really instills that confidence in his team. And, they get ahead 7-0 to start the game, and you're wondering, is this going to be a 60-minute game? But, these Ohio State games are all following the same theme. They fell behind Penn State 10-0, Northwestern 7-0 at Wrigley Field, and now Indiana 7-0. It seems like it takes Ohio State a quarter to get calibrated, but I'm going to tell you what's impressive is that they just wear people down. Over a 60-minute game, you might be able to play toe-to-toe with them for the first 15 or 20 minutes, but after that, it's on all three phases. Special teams are no longer a joke at Ohio State. They are winning games on special teams, and they're certainly winning games with their defense. My goodness, they just slammed the door second week in a row on the opponent over the final 40 minutes of the game. And impressive to watch, guys. If they're going to play football like this, they're going to be a hard out, I think, as this thing continues on.
Yep, they are looking pretty darn good. Defensively, a lot more pressure, Steve. I mean, it seems almost like a different defense than what it looked like 6 to 8 weeks ago.
You make a great point. I'm watching the game every play through the binoculars there at Ohio Stadium. And as I said, the first 20 minutes of the game, they could not get there. And you just wondered, is Indiana's offensive line going to hold these guys out for the entire 60 minutes? Well, it's a battle of attrition. And eventually, here comes Cody Simon leaking through there on a blitz. And that just opened up the floodgates. It felt like it became a feeding frenzy. And on that very first play, Cody Simon comes, the first one they got there, Cody Simon comes on the blitz, and Sawyer and Tui Maloau are coming from each edge, and the three of them converged on poor Curtis Rourke, the Canadian. They didn't hit like that in Canada, guys. I mean, that was three studs arrived at the same time, and it was not good results. I mean, shortly after that, Simon hit him and forced that fumble that Ty Hamilton recovered. Right before halftime, they forced that punt with Simon having another sack, and Ohio State converts all this into points. So, it suddenly, from where Indiana's up 7, they're down 7 going to halftime.
He is Steve Hellwagen of Bucknuts with us here on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Then really, Steve, after that, too, I mean, you forced an Indiana 3-and-out, and then you got the Caleb Downs punt return. And at that point in the game, it seemed like it was off to the races.
Yeah, it was nirvana there at Ohio Stadium, and I think that people have talked about it was one of the loudest moments in recent vintage there at Ohio Stadium when he was able to make that return. And when you think about it, that return comes about because they blocked punts the last 2 weeks. So now Indiana has to mass protect, and all they're sending down are the two gunners. And he mentioned that Denzel Burke had one, and I don't know who had the other. Maybe Hancock, I'm not sure, or somebody else had the other one, and basically walled them off from Caleb Downs. So they're selling out. Here's Denzel Burke playing every play at corner, and he is selling out, to stop that gunner from getting to Caleb Downs. Two of those guys did that. Then he spins and he has to make one guy miss, and that's what he does. He spins, and now he is in a foot race going down the sideline. He sees the lane, cuts it back to the middle of the field, and he's gone. I had a friend of mine after he fielded the first one and returned it 12 yards, back to the 44, and then they scored after that. A friend of mine asked, why are they having him, back there fielding the punt? One, he could get hurt, or two, he could muff it since he's not a regular back there. And I said, because he's a freak. And so this is funny. They're all sitting at home, my friends, and I've got the advantage. I'm watching this thing live. So when it goes through, I'm grabbing my phone, and I said, that's why Downs, right there. Because he's a game breaker, and I think it's a calculated gamble on Ryan Day's part. You could have Brandon Ennis or Buka back there just fielding the punt and putting the offense on the field, but Downs, he made the play. He fielded on the bounce, and he did what great players do, no doubt.
He really did. All right, looking to this week now, Steve. What's your feeling? I mean, we had on the fan poll, what were options? Beam, 10 feet tall and bulletproof.
Yeah, confident. I think Steve was another option on there. Cautiously, it was 10 feet tall and bulletproof, and this was to all Buckeye fans. Cautiously optimistic, nervous / uncomfortable, or scared. Those were the options.
Oh, I would lean more toward confident, because look at the last 5 games. They have played great football 5 games in a row, and that can be hard to sustain sometimes. And this is the rivalry game, and they've lost 3 of these in a row. It's been 5 years. 5 years since Ohio State's beaten Michigan, and it's been way too long. They dominated this thing, 17 wins and 2 losses over those 2 decades, with Tressel and Meyer and Day. And now, lost the last 3 of these. And yet, this is not the same Michigan team, obviously, that won the national championship. It was a mass exodus out of there. They only had 7 starters returning, although they've had some guys who played backup roles like Khalil Mullings and some other guys who've stepped up and are playing good football, but they can't throw the ball in the ocean. So, you're putting that offense out there against what is arguably one of the top 3 or 4 defenses in college football. I just don't know how Michigan musters any points, and Michigan's only hope is that they can stop Ohio State's run game, make Ohio State one-dimensional, and keep Ohio State to 20 points. That's about their only hope of stealing this game. So I think you got to be pretty confident, but obviously at noon on Saturday, they're going to put the ball on the tee, and you got to outplay that team up north and show you deserve to win the game. And I think that's what Ohio State's looking to do this week.
What are you expecting out of the environment Saturday again, Steve?
Well, cold, and they're going to have to bring it. I mean, it was 45 degrees this past week, and it's going to be down around 30 at game time on Saturday this week, if not colder. So bundle up and bring your voice again, because I just can't recall many seasons where they've had a home game, really a significant home game, the week before the Michigan game, and you have these 2 back-to-back. It's been pretty rare over the years to have this. I think they had to play Penn State one year right before Michigan, and obviously in 2015 they lost the game to Michigan State and then had to go up to Michigan the following week, and they won. But obviously a lot of the bloom was off the rose when they couldn't get to the Big Ten championship game that year. But it's all out there for them to play for. Haven't won the Big Ten in 4 years, haven't beat Michigan in 5 years, and it's all out there. I mean, even preferred seeding in the college football playoff. It's all on the line this week. And, your coach, Bobby, Jim Tressel, they asked him after one of those matchup games, oh, you won, you get to go and do this and you get to go and do that. And he's like, no. Today was about one thing, and that was about the Ohio State-Michigan game. And that's what this week is all about.
Steve, always appreciate the time. Thanks for hopping on with us here this morning. Have a great Thanksgiving, buddy. Enjoy the week. Enjoy the game Saturday, and we'll check in again soon, all right?
All right, guys, take care.
There you go, Steve Hellwagen of Bucknuts with us here on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. We're going to get juice next. Morning Juice right here on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Still watching crews clear up a crash on I-70 eastbound on the west side. This is right around Wilson Road. And over on the east side, also on I-70, but heading westbound. Expect to be very slow moving, coming in from the Etna-Pataskala area. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors. Voted by Columbus homeowners as the leading and most trusted window brand. Find out why at PellaColumbus.com or at their brand new Polaris showroom.
Meyer knows that Thanksgiving is a time to come together, eat together, and share together. This week, when you buy Meyer brand foods, our Simply Give program will feed up to 4 million neighbors in need. So when you bring that perfectly fluffed stuffing to the table, the cranberry sauce and green bean casserole, you're actually bringing more good to more neighbors. Let's bring more good to Thanksgiving with Meyer brand and Simply Give. Exclusions apply. See Meyer.com for details.
For a limited time at Speedway, get 2 big pizza slices and your favorite Coca-Cola 20-ounce for only $5 with Speedy Rewards. Choose from classic 3-cheese, pepperoni, or extreme meat pizza. Save big with the $5 meal deal with Speedy Rewards. Only at Speedway. Valid through 1/7/25. See app for full terms.
Hey, Jackets fans, we know what's on your holiday wish list. Ask your Secret Santa for a Blue Jackets holiday gift pack. You'll score 2 tickets plus a Blue Jackets helmet shirt, all for just $99. Learn more at bluejackets.com/holiday.
Hey friends, it's Austin Ward, and tell me if this sounds familiar. A friend asks where you stayed in Chicago last year, and even when you've told the story a dozen times, you can't remember. How about this? You make plans with friends on Saturday, then realize it's your wedding anniversary. Hey, maybe it's more serious. Your medication shape changed, which you knew, but come Monday morning, you're thinking, is this right? Those examples of cognitive decline come not only with being overweight or obese, but also with age. Awaken 180 Golden addresses both fast weight loss and brain age reversal for those over 60. Awaken 180 Golden is both doctor and registered dietitian approved. Added bonus, it's all achieved in a short 1 to 3 month transformative program with free support for life. It's the same fast weight loss that I received, plus brain age and physical age reversal. Turn back the clock and feel like you did 10 or even 20 years ago with the solution for weight loss. It's online at awaken180weightloss.com, awaken180weightloss.com.
Rothman and Ice.
When the talent balances out and you don't have your guys up front hunting the way that they need to hunt, it can expose guys because of how long they have to cover.
Rothman and Ice. Weekdays at noon.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus.
The Fan.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island. We're back on the Nada Yada Island Confessions Show. Benny is about to tell us how he found 2 loves. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks to Metro, I found iPhone 12 and Apple Watch SE.
At Metro, get the perfect match of both iPhone 12 with 5G and Apple Watch SE for only $99.99. You heard that right. Both for just $99.99. Holidays with Nada Yada Yada. Only at Metro by T-Mobile.
Bring your number and ID, sign up for Metro Flex Plus, and add a watch line. Not available if you're with T-Mobile or been with Metro in the past 180 days. Limit 2 per account.
Hey, Ohio, Prime Sports has arrived. The only book where you can lay 108 instead of 110 on all your favorite teams. Football, baseball, basketball, hockey. Why would you risk more to win the same amount at another sports book? Download the Prime Sports Ohio app or visit our website, primesportsbook.com, and use promo code JUSTSPORTS to get a welcome bonus up to $100. And be a member of the Prime Sports family.
Terms and conditions apply. Visit website for details. Must be 21 or older and present in Ohio. If you or anyone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Military veterans and active duty service members, you could become a certified cyber warrior with just 12 weeks of training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, and IT pros with these skills often enjoy abundant opportunity and a great lifestyle. Protect our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. GI Bill, SkillBridge, and other VA benefits are available to those who qualify. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP.
FX's Say Nothing.
We thought joining the IRA was the noblest thing a person could do.
Northern Ireland, 1971.
They could beat us, they could shoot us, but the one thing they could never get us to do was talk.
Based on the true story and the New York Times bestseller.
You were taught that you were fighting in the name of the people. And I think people should know that it's all lies.
FX's Say Nothing. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Cloudy out there today. The sunshine comes out by this afternoon, high 44. Looking at a dry Wednesday, late day Wednesday, we could be looking at a few showers, high 45. And then as we head into Thursday, on your Thanksgiving, looking at a mixed bag of rain and snow. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with your 10 TV weather impact forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric, and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
Bobby is known as the General. Beamer is known as Beamer. This is Morning Juice.
We here on The Juice brought to you by our good friends over at Affinity Whole Health, the leader in testosterone and hormone replacement therapy. You can always visit them on the line at feelgreatcolumbus.com.
What's got you juiced?
Sponsored by Newman Roofing. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
All right, Sharky, it's a Tuesday here around 8:05 this morning. We're going to get to listen to 10 minutes of this guy talk some Buckeyes. It's got Schlegels fired up today.
These Michigan fans, they're in Columbus. The audacity that they have. Oh, my goodness, man. I was just like, this is so gross. Oh, man. Somebody just smash their face in, please. Put them back in the hole where they came from for the last 20 years.
How timely is that?
I love it. Put them back in the hole.
Those are random.
Those are random. It's random. I just take them in order. That was a good time to have that. Bob, during the break, just came in and said to me, you know, they're linking dementia and Alzheimer's and stuff a lot to diet. And I said, why are you telling me that? And he said, because you're old. So
I'm just being honest, Shark. Make sure I'm trying to look out for you.
That had me juiced.
My parents don't listen to me. You listen to me more.
Maybe. I got to say congrats to Ohio State quarterback Will Howard, who was named the Big Ten's co-offensive player of the week this week, 22 of 26 passing against Indiana, 201 yards, 2 touchdowns passing, 1 rushing. He is the first quarterback in school history to complete at least 80% of his passes in 6 different games in one season. Yep. He now leads the country in completion percentage, 74%. He is leading the Big Ten with 26 touchdown passes, and there are still people in here in this state that think he's a bum. He's a middle-of-the-road college football quarterback.
I think he's not a real Buckeye.
He's not a real Buckeye.
I mean, he's been here for, what do they say, 5 months? Like, guy's been here for I've been here
since January, yeah.
We're going to play that at some point.
Meanwhile, OSU linebacker Cody Simon is the Big Ten's Defensive Player of the Week, 10 tackles against the Hoosiers, including 2.5 sacks and a forced fumble. And let me jump on that with the Blue Jackets.
Oh.
You know, the NHL every week names 3 stars.
Yeah. Who was the first star this week, Shark?
He wasn't the 3rd star. He wasn't the 2nd star. Zach Werenski was the first star in the NHL this week. Of course, the Jackets went 3-0 last week. Zach led the league with 7 points. Woo! Also scored his 6th career overtime goal, which is 2nd in franchise history. Seth had 8 of them, which is kind of amazing.
How many did Artemi have in his short stint here? Because I feel like every time we went into overtime, he was scoring.
But anyway, Werenski also leads the league in time on ice, 26 minutes, a little over 26 minutes per game. And he's tied for 2nd among NHL defensemen with 20 points.
Is that any good?
That's really good. Love that guy, even though I don't like him much this week because he's from Michigan, but half the team is.
Did you say put him back in that hole where he came from?
I didn't say that. You said that.
Schlegel said that.
Fantilli?
Mm-hmm. He was next to Brutus yesterday, I think, Fantilli.
You think he's the one that knocked over the Brutus statue?
I think all the Blue Jackets from Michigan, they went up to Lane and they said, watch this.
Bob, what has you juiced besides Alzheimer's?
I don't know if that's got me juiced. I'm just trying to help you out, Shark.
Thanks, Bob.
My parents don't listen to me at all. They know it all already. They don't.
Well, Shark's like a fatherly figure to you.
So I'm just trying to help him. After my parents died at a premature age because of lack of taking care of themselves, I'm going to have to just consult you. So I need you to be around, Sharky.
Your mother is a swimmer. Your father is a professional athlete. They're not going to die before me.
I don't know. Larry Allen, his birthday.
Well,
I mean, you want me to go over the list for you, Shark? I mean, it's not that the football is not something that adds to the age. It's usually subtraction, if you will. But I feel like it's already like the weekend. There's so much stuff coming up here this week. We got unbelievable shows, some unbelievable guests we're going to have packed in here for you, getting ready for this week. We've got some awesome shade that's being thrown at the Buckeyes from Will Howard, from guys in Cleveland, Michigan players talking trash to Ryan, which we'll get to here in a minute. I want to listen to this one, though, Beam, James Sexton, about the curation of life and what social media does to the mind.
If I see one more person posting their workout routine, their sauna and cold plunge, the diet routine of their hashtag beast mode, if I see one more person posting how their parenting routine and the wonderful intricate snacks that they make for their children, like all day long, there is an idealized, stylized version of every single aspect of our life that is so much better than the gag reel that we're living. And we're watching it. And we're comparing ourselves to it and our partner to it. And we're going, how come my partner doesn't look like that? They don't look like that. Like all these videos of the person like getting up in the morning, who set up the camera? There's someone set up a camera. Like, and I really feel sometimes like I'm the crazy person. Going, guys, do you not see this? Like, do you not see this? Do you not see that this is what's making you unhappy? You're unhappy with yourself. You're unhappy with your partner. You're unhappy with your relationship with your partner because you're comparing it to fiction.
Fiction, Shark. Fiction can be fun. But I find the reference section a little more intriguing. What's got you, Juice Bean?
What's got me juiced is an interview that John Harbaugh did with Pardon My Take from earlier on this summer. And I figured it was pretty fitting given last night's game and Big Brother John against Jimmy.
There were times when I kicked his butt pretty good, and there were plenty of times, probably more than he kicked my butt, because he's kind of a big guy, especially when it got to the point when he got a little lower. So we were 25, and he was the quarterback for the Bears, got his first big contract, got paid, and took us all on a vacation down to Amelia Island, and it was great. It was nice. 4th of July, paid for everything, and got us out on the beach one day, and I'm really being grateful. I'm thinking, you know what, he's kind of turned the corner here a little bit. This is pretty cool. And we get out there, we're building a sandcastle with the kids, and we kind of work our way out into the water as waves are coming, big waves are coming, and we're wrestling. He throws a single leg into my right leg as hard as he can. So I sprawl, full sprawl, cross face, right to his nose as hard as I can. Just smash him right in the face. Or he's strong. He stakes the thing, picks me up, and takes me to the bottom of the, like sand. I see the sand come up around. It's dark, salt water, and all the air bubbles came out. And I'm like, okay, cool. I get it. But then he kind of keeps holding me down there, and the waves are coming, holds me down, holds me down, holds me down. All right. I mean, I don't know if it was like a minute, but it seemed like 20 minutes. I'm thinking this is going to be it. He snapped, he's gone. I've lost him. And he's going to be in jail for the rest of his life, but it's not going to help me. So he let me up finally. And once I got my breath, he kind of gave me, all right, bro, we know where it stands. And I had to live with that, like for the next 23 years till the Super Bowl.
That's amazing. He's going to drown him. I want you to imagine this, folks. Jim Harbaugh is playing in the NFL. He's a grown man. His brother John, grown man. Watching two grown brothers fighting and wrestling on the beach.
Drowning that guy over there in the water?
What's going on over there?
Yeah, John got revenge last night on Monday Night Football.
He's gotten revenge thrice.
Yeah, he has. Jim's never beaten him as a coach. John 3-0 in that scenario. Schlegel, he's going to recap the Indiana win, previews Michigan with us next. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Still watching crews clear up a crash on I-70 eastbound on the west side. This is right around Wilson Road. And over on the east side, also on I-70, but heading westbound. Expect to be very slow moving, coming in from the Etna-Pataskala area. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Make the most of your holidays with the Kroger app. You can enjoy over $600 in digital coupons every week. Get access to low prices and earn fuel points to save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. The Kroger app makes it easy to save this holiday season. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
Save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up. Select varieties or buy 2, get 3 free with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
I'm Leslie from Pella, Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One thing we keep hearing here in town, Wilson, is that the cost of Pella windows actually pleasantly surprises most people.
Pleasantly surprised?
You get the Pella next level quality and looks, but we also have 5 different lines to fit most budgets.
Our customers are almost always surprised, but it's never pleasant. Is there such thing as like angrily surprised?
Price is a little high.
Oh no, they're a lot high.
Get the window that Columbus homeowners rate the leading and most trusted at PellaColumbus.com.
Football is all about winning, and so is the Hinderer Motor Company. This is Justin Hinderer. With 4 dealerships and a collision center, we've got everything you need to stay game day ready. Don't forget our Carvenience service, the most convenient way to service your vehicle. We pick it up, drop off a rental, and we bring it back to you when it's done. Plus, every vehicle comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty. Hinderer Motor Company, where convenience and confidence meet. Visit HindererMotorCompany.com. We love what moves you.
Hey folks, when it comes to Christmas trees, don't get played by foreign plastic. Just like you wouldn't replace a prize QB with a mannequin. Don't replace American farm fresh trees with fake foreign plastic. These farm families are the MVPs of Christmas, growing champions right here on American soil. They're not sitting on the bench. They're out there every day growing real Christmas traditions. Make the winning choice, farm fresh Christmas trees, not foreign plastic that pollutes. Visit GetRealKeepItReal.com to find your local farm MVP.
My name is Luke Bryan. Country music is my life, and I want to share it with y'all.
It's All Country is now streaming on Hulu.
And with the help of Luke Combs, Kane Brown, Lady A, Winona Judd, Sheryl Crow, and Mickey Guyton, we're going to explore everything country.
You couldn't ask for anything more than that.
When everybody brings their story, it really becomes something special. That is the beautiful side of country music.
In the end, it's all country.
It's All Country. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good morning. I'm Mark the Shark. For the first time in 34 years, Ohio State had 7 players score in double figures in a game at Value City Arena. OSU whipped Green Bay 102-69 to improve to 5-1 in the season. Bruce Thornton led the way with 25 points and 9 assists. Michi Johnson added 17 points. The new AP College basketball poll is out. Kansas earned 51 of 62 first-place votes to stay number 1. Connecticut is second with Gonzaga, Auburn, and Iowa State rounding out the top 5. In the AP women's poll, UCLA is number 1 for the first time in school history after beating previous number 1 South Carolina. Ohio State moved up 1 spot from 12th to 11th. In Monday Night Football, Lamar Jackson threw 2 touchdown passes and ran for a third as the Ravens beat the Chargers 30-23. This Sports Center is sponsored by Roosters. For every $50 you spend in Roosters gift cards this holiday season, you'll receive a $10 Roosters bonus back. Available at Roosters locations or roosterswings.com.
Counting down the days until Shark's retirement. You are listening to Morning Juice.
Final hour of the program for us on a Tuesday. Brandon Beam, Bobby Carpenter, Mark the Shark. Coming up here momentarily, we're going to check in with Schlegel, see what he's up to on Thanksgiving week. Also talk some Buckeyes with him. And then at 8:33 this morning, Uncle Beau. He's going to break down some snow football on the Wizard of Oz. So just a jam-packed 8 o'clock hour for you here on a Tuesday.
Keeping you informed about what's trending this morning. It's time for a little re-rack on Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Billiards Plus, your destination for top-of-the-line grills with up to 30-year warranties. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Quickly, before we get to Schlegel, men's basketball for Ohio State last night, 102-69, the final score. 7 Buckeyes in double figures. First time since 1990-91 in which they've consecutively scored 100 points in a game. So trending well. You got Pittsburgh coming up at the Shot on Friday at 2:30. So that should be a fantastic atmosphere on a Black Friday. So that's their next challenge. Ravens 30, Chargers 23 in Monday Night Football. John 3-0 against his brother Jim in a game that was pretty awesome to watch last night. Can't complain about that. I had a lot of fun watching that game. Again, 30-23 final score in that one. Jackets against the Habs tomorrow at 7:30, and then against the Flames at 3 o'clock on Friday. So still got a day to go until they take on Montreal. Coming up here Wednesday at Nationwide Arena, and then the matinee on Friday over there against Calgary. Daytona Beach Classic Thursday, Friday for the Ohio State women's basketball team. Old Dominion Thursday, and then Utah State on Friday. So nice little trip down to Daytona for Matt Andrews this week, and then he's going to be back for the Ohio State-Michigan game on Saturday.
Get a little sun before he gets out in the cold. That'll be nice for Matty.
How about this as well, coming from your Columbus crew? Major League Soccer and Audi of America announced today that Darlington Nagbe has been the recipient of the 2024 Drive Progress Impact Award. So that's akin to like the Walter Payton Man of the Year, nonetheless.
Figure that. Congratulations to them. Doing a great job in the community.
How about these awards that the crew are racking? You get Coach of the Year with Wilf. You've had the Defender of the Year with Steven Moreira. And now the Impact Award winner in Darlington Nagby. He could win that every year. He could just straight up win that award every year because he does awesome things here in Central Ohio. Still waiting on MLS MVP, but my guess is that's going to go to the little Argentine fella down in Miami.
I mean, do you think he deserved it?
I think he was good. I think Cucho was more important.
That's what I was going to ask. I feel like Cucho should have been the running for that.
It's Messi's going to get it because he hasn't won anything. So got to give him something.
Got to
right?
get him out there.
Got to give him something. All right, let's check him with Schleg.
The best way to start a morning is with a heavy dose of iron. Gas station ready, always. It is Schleg Day.
As we head out to the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline, checking with our best friend in the entire world. He is Anthony Schlegel. Schlegs, happy Tuesday, happy Schleg Day, happy Thanksgiving week, happy Ohio State Michigan week. What's going on, buddy? Good to talk to you.
Yeah, F those guys. It's great to talk to you. You know, I was thinking about this on my drive up. It's a blue state versus a red state. You can't have anything better than that. Let's go.
I love it. Little blue, little red Schlegs. How was your drive up from Jacksonville this weekend?
Oh, it was spicy. You know, we left after school, and Steph started out because I'm right in the middle of my work day. I'm getting stuff done, and then all of a sudden, I think, my brain is talking to the Wi-Fi in the car, you got to stop this guy because I'm just, and the Wi-Fi stopped working. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take a nap. So I took a nap, which is great. And then I drove for a long period of time, and Steph struggles driving late at night. And I'm like, we ain't stopping. We're going all the way through. And, so she took over, but God bless her, man. She took over, and it was snowing, absolutely, just crazy talk in the northern Carolinas and into West Virginia. And I was sleeping. I'm getting ready for the final push. Once I at the top part of West Virginia and going into Columbus, up 35. And I was like, "You want me to drive?" I got. No, she, no, I'm good. I'm like, all right, cool. Guess what? I went right back to sleep. So, because if I'm going to die, I want to die sleeping. But she did a phenomenal job, and we made it in. And poof, David Copperfield, man, we're up the next day. We're getting bumpy. Let's go.
Absolutely. Hey, what did you think about the Buckeyes' performance against Indiana Saturday? 38-15. Had a punt that was dropped by the Indiana punter, scored before halftime, forced a 3-and-out. Caleb Downs, punt return, touchdown. See you later. Buckeyes were off to the races.
Yeah, how do you like that? I mean, I know that you guys probably hit on a lot on Monday and well today, but guys, I mean, that was we had been talking about could we get a complete performance from the team, and that's all three phases, right? And you got that. Now, again, the guy dropping the ball, it's a little rainy. I mean, it's on him. You know, one thing that's funny is Caden Curry's just always around the ball.
Always.
He is, right? And then even on the punt return, Caden was there. CJ had a great block. Denzel was there. Guys are doing it. They're performing in all the different phases. Love to see that. But Ryan talked about winning the middle 8, last 4 of the second quarter, first 4 of the third. Remember we talked, Bob, on the Bobby Carpenter show about do you want to get the ball first? And we got the ball first, and dadgummit went freaking 3-and-out.
Start fast, Schlegs. Start fast.
And then crap on a stick. But you know what? Here's what I go back and look at it. They go down, they end up scoring. You're down 0-7. Keep battling, and then all of a sudden, pass to Mecca, they're bracketing JJ, different route combinations. But to me, you look at it, and it's the Ohio State defense. Mm-hmm. And they give up 151 yards. And here's the thing, Indiana is a good football team, guys. And I don't make who have they played? They haven't played anybody. They haven't, right? I think it's 105th in the country and whatever total rankings of their strength of schedule. But they beat everybody like they were supposed to beat them. And that's good, right? They've had their last 2 ball games. They weren't scoring as much. I think 31 versus Michigan State, 20 versus Michigan. They only scored 3 points in the second half versus Michigan. We got a lot out of that film. But our defense was flying around. And I think they were talking about this on TV all the time, but it was that bye week. How are we going to get pressure? Bringing the defense together. Let your guys eat. It's not it's different every single year, man. Like Joey Bosa's and the Bosa brothers and Nick and Chase, like they're different. We're bringing pressure. Guys, they were running stuff, Bob. It was just fun for me to watch it because I think the one that Jack came through up the middle, that was almost like an old school Bama. It was Cody came in, took the guard and tackle, right? Tackle looped out for contain. Jack came behind, like old school Bama. And then they were running almost like a Florida switch because they brought Jordan. And Cody's lined up on the outside, right? And then they bring Jordan inside, tackle blocks down on Jordan, and he's free. Then they mixed it up. Then they showed the same look. Jordan came outside, and Cody came in free inside of the B gap. I'm just like, this is great. They're mixing up the looks, bringing the same people from the right or the left. It doesn't matter, predicated upon what they're seeing in formation. I loved it, man. And the fact that, I don't know on the call how many they had now, but like they had 13. We were talking about this. It was 13-14 in pressure, like sacks at the Oregon game break, like going into that game. And I think, since then, he said like they had like 21 since, add another 5 on there, tack on another 5. And it's exactly what you want to see from the defense. Now, that's different because this is the game. And you just had Michigan beat Northwestern 50-7. It's going to be a great. All week. I'm just wearing run the damn ball hat, and because they call it smash up there, we're running the damn ball. But the thing I've been thinking about this game though is like they are so one-dimensional that we can still utilize all of our other weapons and don't just get caught up in like running the ball for the sake of running the ball. And that's where I think Chip Kelly and Ryan have done such a great job of taking what the defense is getting you, using all your weapons, and it's just been really, really fun to watch.
Monday was Chip's birthday. Schlegel, do you have a birthday message for Chip?
Chip! Hey, happy birthday, Chip. Listen, he's such a fun guy. He'd be up there doing cardio, and I'd just be down on the floor just getting super bumpy. Great dude. Happy he's a Buckeye. I know he's enjoying it. He's got great guys. Right? So, Chip, hey, happy birthday. Make this a special birthday week and go out there and get your first pair of gold pants because it's something that you won't ever forget.
What are you looking at for this week? Let's explain what this week is like to us, please.
Well, they already did the band. I mean, here's the thing, guys. Like, I mean, and I can just speak from a player, and I'm sure, Bob, you've alluded to this, or you will. We watched during spring football with Tress, we watched every quarter of the Michigan game. Every one. And it was in front of your peers, and they saw it because they knew how much this meant. And I would say this, guys, like people forget this. They talk about NIL, and they talk about, $20 million or whatever, and that's where it's going to. Just Buckeyes were first movers in it. But that being said, guys came back because of this. They came back because of the brotherhood. They came back because they had some unfinished business and they wanted to go win a Big Ten title, national championship, right? But it all starts with this game regardless. And I just remember in 2004, we weren't having the season that we wanted to have. And you go out and you beat a Big Ten championship, Rose Bowl bound Michigan at home 37-21. Wasn't that right, Bob?
I believe that is correct. Yes, 37-20 maybe. It was 21.
Okay, like beat down, right? And then we go up the following year and beat them in the big house, and how special that was. And besides the fact, like Bob just decided to get hurt in the first freaking play of the game, turd bucket, it was memorable, right? And oh man, it's just the thing that I like about our team and where we are is this is going to be such a physical game. The way they've been practicing all year and the physicality of it, it will just be able to ratchet up another notch. Hard when, and I'm not saying this has been in the past, but I'm just talking about in general, right? When it's hard to get up for rivalry week and just make those practices more demanding and more physical because your body's going to take it than it has been for like this team that every single week the consistency from the leadership of the physicality that's needed, they know it, they crave it, they want it. We hear Lathan talk on our show all the time, Bob, about how he just loves practice, and guys are setting the tone for the week during practice because of how physical, like, inside drill is on Tuesdays, right? And what they want to see from the offense during, scout periods and how they want it to be physical. That's what this week is, man. And besides all the other things that are going on, the guys are keeping the main thing. And that's, man, I'm excited for it. You have the Tunnel of Pride this week, Bob. You have Senior Day. You know, it's going to be how can they handle the poise? How can they have enough poise to go out there and then attack and dominate when the ball is kicked? It's going to be super fun to watch. I'm excited. This is exactly where you want the Buckeye team. Top 5 matchup in Indiana, and now you come in to a 6-5 Michigan team at home in the shoe. Let's go get it done.
Schlegel,
Buckeyes.
Always appreciate the time. Thanks for popping on with us here. Have a great week. Enjoy the game on Saturday. Have a tremendous Thanksgiving, and we'll check in again soon, all right?
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, Columbus, Ohio. Okay? You have a lot to be thankful for. Go Bucks. Be careful.
Here he goes. Anthony Schlegel with us here on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotlines. Tuesday, Michigan Week. What are the Buckeyes going to get done today? That's next. Morning Juice right here on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and happy Tuesday. Right now, we are still watching slow-moving traffic downtown on I-70 eastbound to 71 northbound from a crash earlier this morning. East side drivers, I-270 northbound, crews still working a crash that has the left shoulder block just past the 270-670 split. Everything else moving along up to speed. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stutterwald with your fan traffic.
Dormar, your pilot hero.
Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarhvac.com.
Men, it's the holidays, a time of love and joy. But if you suffer from erectile dysfunction, the season can be tough on you. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you and your partner are experiencing struggles because of ED, change it up this year. Give the best gift you can give to the one you love by treating your ED and restoring your relationship. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED, and as a Promenic restorative health practice, we've literally seen countless thousands of relationships renewed across the nation. Plus, with treatments having success rates well over 90%, coupled with many treatment options, we can likely find the right one for you. You may even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So call us and give your partner the best gift you can give this season, a renewed, restored relationship. Your first visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in our office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654. That's 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. That's tristatemenshealth.com.
If you've been too busy to sign up for your health insurance plan, it's understandable. It's also why there's Health Markets. At healthmarkets.com, you can see the plans available to you and even speak to a licensed insurance agent. Just dial pound 250 and say Health Markets. They'll answer your questions, and when you're ready, even help you apply. Just dial pound 250 and say Health Markets. Getting your new health insurance plan could be easier than you think. Health Markets Insurance Agency, Inc. is licensed as an insurance agency nationwide except in Massachusetts.
When you have the lowest prices every day feels like Black Friday. That's why Bob's is unboxing incredible values every Friday in November. Oh, no, not a boxing match. We're unboxing unbeatable values for your home. We're talking beautiful bedroom sets, feature-packed power sofas, dining sets, pop-up sleepers, decor, and more, all at wow-worthy prices. Now you're getting it? So check back every Friday for a new unboxing, because every day is like Black Friday at Bob's Discount Furniture.
Did you know we have another station? More Buckeyes, more play-by-play, more everything.
Set your second preset to AM 1460 or 97.1 FM HD2 or listen on the Fan app.
Your home for almost too much football. The Fan.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with Hank and Sam from the Ford crew. Today, a new shipment of inventory.
Hank, what's going on?
Another hauler full of new Ford trucks and SUVs, Sam.
So much SUV capability. Is that?
Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 47 years. And a big selection means...
Big savings?
Yep, which means...
It's the best time to buy?
Well done, Sam. And time for America to get holiday ready with Ford.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY industry reported total sales.
For a limited time at Speedway, get 2 big pizza slices and your favorite Coca-Cola 20-ounce for only $5 with Speedy Rewards. Choose from classic 3-cheese, pepperoni, or extreme meat pizza. Save big with the $5 meal deal with Speedy Rewards. Only at Speedway. Valid through 1/7/25. See app for full terms.
Get your furnace fixed fast. Call Care Heating and Cooling. 1-800-COOLING.
You can use your phone at a doctor's office. You can use your phone at a football game. You can even use your phone at an amusement park. But one place you should never use your phone is behind the wheel. Fines now start at $150. So remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
Do you want a job that is flexible, secure, and fun? It also offers excellent pay and is ranked as one of the best jobs in America, too. I'm talking about being a dental hygienist. And all you have to do is complete a 2-year program after high school. Visit ODA.org to learn more and to start helping people love their smile. This message is brought to you by the members of the Ohio Dental Association.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
It is cloudy out there right now, but the sun will come out this afternoon. Highs in the low 40s. Tonight, dry, low 30. Tomorrow, looking at a dry but cloudy day, high 45. Late day showers are expected on your Wednesday before a mixed bag of rain and snow comes in on Thursday. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with your 10 TV weather impact forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
FanDuel is the exclusive online sportsbook partner of Morning Juice. Just sign up at FanDuel.com/juice. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
You're listening to Rob Manfred's least favorite radio show. This is Morning Juice.
Coming up here, 8:33 this morning, Uncle Beau Bishop, he's going to join the program. Talk about his experience watching The Wizard of Oz with the boys and his wife over the weekend. What was that, like a Sunday thing they were doing?
Monkeys, yeah, that's what you want to do Sunday night. Yeah.
Hey, we represent the Lollipop Guild. Those guys always creeped me out as a child. And
this is a musical?
I don't mind The Wizard. I don't love The Wizard of Oz, but I'll turn it on from time to time.
It's just so bizarre.
Not as much as I'm turning on like Shawshank or Gladiator. Every time those are on. Or The Green Mile is another one, Shark. That was on last week. I watched that
Green
full
Mile. No, that's a good
3.5 hour edited 4-hour for TV movie.
The Green Mile is good.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
I like that. It's good. The story that they tell and everything. It's who's in that? Is that Lieutenant Tom Hanks?
Oh yeah, it's Hanks. And
the inmate is dead now, but
yeah. What's his name?
3 names. He has 3 names.
It's Michael Clark Duncan.
Michael Clark Duncan. Thank you.
That was a short story.
Yeah,
by Stephen King.
So was Shawshank.
Both made into long movies.
Very long. Green Mile longer than Shawshank.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Green Mile was good though.
It is a good one. Yeah,
it's a nice
good
little
one.
twist little twist to it. I mean, there's
that inmate who is, or not the inmate. The inmate is the bad.
bad dude.
The bad guy.
The bad guy. And then the bodyguard, Percy. Is his name Percy? He's also a bad guy.
Yes, he is.
Like maybe sneaky good, worst movie character of all time list. But yeah, that's usually what I'm watching. If one of those 3 movies are on, I'm usually clicking on to see what's going on.
You know what I'm watching, Beam? Watching people.
Hang on a second. Before you start talking, I need a winner for That's What He Said.
Oh, what are we even doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Well, when you hear that, you know it's a Tuesday, which means it's an appetizer Tuesday at Roosters. And the featured appetizer, $3 all day long today. It's the world famous mac and cheese bites. They're crispy, they're delicious, they're fantastic. And now you get a chance to win a $50 gift card. And it's gift card season at Roosters. If you go there, Beam, and you spend $50 buying a gift card, you get a $10 Roosters buck. So give and get all at the same time.
614-821-9710. That's the phone number. Get the answer into Shark.
Question is, what did my brother drink 8 ounces of a while back when he was younger?
Get that into Shark. 614-821-9710. You're walking away with a $50 gift card to Roosters. I just blew past that. I got excited to talk about The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
And the movies that I'm watching.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure both.
That are all 20 years old.
Yeah, well, it's good. Hey, they're called classics for a reason, B. And you know what? They might make a sequel to them because they made a sequel to Top Gun. They've made a sequel to Gladiator, which, have you seen any of the reviews on like people that have seen it?
Someone in the chat, in our YouTube chat, said that it lived up to the hype and then some. Like it holds its own. And that's someone who I would trust because they're listening to us. Reviews, whatever. Again, my general theory when it comes to watching movies is that like 95% of the time you're going to be entertained. So good, bad, indifferent, whatever it is. Like, throw on a movie for 2 hours. Is it the best? Is it going to win awards?
Like pizza, it's good.
Probably
it's bad.
not, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm living in their fantasy world for 2 hours. It's pretty good. You know, did the campaign win any awards? No. Is that generally funny? Yeah, I'll watch that. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Living in Rainbow Land, like, you know.
There's good stuff out there.
Yeah.
There's good stuff out there.
Yeah, but I've heard that it's a really solid movie, and I'm excited about it.
Real banger. I'm pumped. I'm just trying to find time to watch it. Because my kids, they asked me the other day, they're like, Dad, which movie are we going to watch on Christmas? Because we always...
Is that a tradition?
Yeah, we started off watching some Star Wars, some of the Hobbits and all that stuff, and now it's like, okay, then we started watching some of the Marvel, but there's nothing like out there this year. I guess Moana 2. So I was looking through this.
Moana 1 banger. Good movie.
My kids, it's good. There's a couple things out there that they may enjoy. I think I took them to see Violent. We watched Violent Night a couple.
Oh, yeah. I remember you talking
Violent
about that.
Night, great. I'm going to have to work that back in as well. But there's a couple of Craven the Hunter I saw out here. Y2K, which looks like a classic Beam, kind of a classic Superbad style, like...
Jonah Hill's like the producer of it. So
it seems like
I saw previews for that. It looked pretty good.
Like a Project X, Superbad,
looked pretty fun.
Old school style movie. The question is, I think even my youngest, he'll be brotastic on it. Now I'm just worried about the content because it's rated R. So it'll be interesting. We'll have to figure that out if they're capable of seeing that.
Do an advanced scouting mission.
Yeah. I mean, so we'll see. I don't know if I want to watch it twice, though. We'll see. We'll figure that out. But I did see this, heard this. And so one of the things that's interesting, I think Will Howard, a lot of these transfers have ingratiated themselves into the program. And we're in a different era now of college football. You got to understand that. And, guys come in at different places and, are they come in for a year, 2 years, whatever. Like Seth McLaughlin. Buckeye. You could tell the passion that he had. Like one of the leaders of this team, Will Howard, one of the leaders of this team. Caleb Downs, one of the leaders on this team. Now, he's got more than just 1 year. But there were some folks up at Cleveland ESPN station that I just espousing some nonsense about Will Howard and speaking from a point of like zero reference on relationship to teammates and trying to define what they deem a Buckeye is, which I can't even listen to that nonsense. If you're going to sit here and tell me what somebody isn't, you better be able to tell me why you are okay to be the adjudicator of that decision. Why don't you fire this away, Shark?
Will Howard putting out the cigarette or whatever for Signetti. And I just, dude, beat Michigan first before you start.
He is so not a Buckeye.
Am I wrong?
It's amazing.
What is wrong with me? I did not like that. Dude, you're a hired gun. You've been here 5 months.
He's running around screaming, Google it.
What is that?
Dude, Will Howard, let me tell you something, okay? You are a mid-level Division I quarterback.
Wow.
With a bunch of really good players around you.
I disagree. I think he's improved. I think he makes good decisions. He's a big kid, 6'4", not easily taken down. Is he enough to win a championship? Yeah. Is he the reason? No. But is he a contributor? Yes. That's how I see Will Howard.
Certainly a take.
I hope they play that in the Woody Hayes. I hope Will Howard has heard that. I hope his teammates have heard that. When a guy talks about wanting to win a game for his head coach because he knows how much that means to him and the rest of Buckeye Nation.
Yeah.
Like that, to me, exemplifies what you want as an unselfish player. Will Howard has been great this year, by the way. He's the leading quarterback completion percentage in all of college football.
More completion percentages and in more Ohio State games than any other quarterback in Ohio State history.
He's been really good.
Less games to do it.
Yeah, and he's been very passionate about it.
I just don't understand where that came from.
Folks up there at ESPN Cleveland and their Rizzy and Goldhammer and their ignorance of whatever I saw you showed me that this morning, Beam. So you're the one that's responsible.
I woke up and I saw it and I said, "That's bad.
That's not
good at all.
That's not good at all." I want to tell you about this though, because there's not a lot of creative that's going to be coming out. Because when a deal's this good, sometimes you just got to say it straight. Hey, I want to tell you about Pella Columbus, and if you've been thinking about getting windows that could completely change the overall look and feel of your home, Pella Columbus has a huge holiday deal to entice you. Right now, qualifying installations will receive 50% off, or how about this, 0% APR financing for 60 months. That sounds pretty nice to me. Get the Pella look in quality at an incredible holiday price. Only from my friends at Pella Columbus. That's PellaColumbus.com.
Uncle Beau, he's going to break down the Wizard of Oz with us next. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and good morning. Still watching crews clear up a crash on I-70 eastbound downtown. This is right as you're getting to 71 northbound, and a crash on the east side on I-270 northbound, just past the 670-270 split. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
Dormar, your pilot hero. Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarhvac.com.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. It's that time of year. The red bows are not out yet, but I saw someone at the dealership dusting them off. We know what that means. In the meantime, Jermaine Lexus has great inventory on both new and L certified to pick from right now, with 3.49% up to 60 months on their most popular models like the ES, RX, and NX. If you're in the market, please do check them out. Jermaine Lexus, 2 locations to serve you, Dublin and Easton, JermaineLexus.com.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $150 in bonus bets when they bet $5. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets. And see why. It's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions apply.
Make holiday magic this year with something beautiful and timeless from Diamonds Direct. A stunning eternity band, a pair of classic diamond stud earrings, something new and eye-catching from a world-class designer, or maybe you're looking for that perfect engagement ring or a fabulous timepiece. At Diamonds Direct, we have the perfect gifts for the season, starting at around $500. Come and let our experts help you pick out that headliner gift. Or for some fabulous ideas, see the online seasonal gift guide now at diamondsdirect.com. You can even chat now with a virtual assistant for the ultimate convenience. Whether you connect online or in person, you're guaranteed to get the extraordinary value, ironclad warranties, and white glove service Diamonds Direct is known for. And to help make your purchase even more affordable, we've got special financing so you can spread out your payments. Get directions, details, special showroom hours, and our holiday gift guide now at diamondsdirect.com. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Dick from Dayton says, listen to the Ryan Day Show. Paul Keels and Jim Lachey join Coach every Thursday from noon to 1.
Presented by Roosters, a fun casual joint, and official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
The Fan.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
We're back on the Nada Yada Island Confessions Show. Benny is about to tell us how he found 2 loves. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks to Metro, I found iPhone 12 and Apple Watch SE.
At Metro, get the perfect match of both iPhone 12 with 5G and Apple Watch SE for only $99.99. You heard that right. Both for just $99.99. Holidays with Nada Yada Yada. Only at Metro by T-Mobile.
Bring your number and ID. Sign up for Metro Flex Plus and add a watch line. Not available if you're with T-Mobile or been with Metro in the past 180 days. Limit 2 per account.
What's up, sandwich heads? Today on Steve-O's Sandwich Reviews, we've got the tips and tricks to the best sandwich order. And it all starts with this little guy right here. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Partial to pastrami, craving a Cubano. Yeah, sounds delicious, but boom! Add the crisp, refreshing taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar and cue the fireworks. Lunch, dinner, or late night, it'll be a sandwich worth celebrating. Trust me, your boy's eaten a lot of sandwiches in his day, and the one thing I can say with absolute fact, every bite is better with Pepsi.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Morning Juice is sponsored by Affinity Whole Health, the leader in testosterone and hormone replacement therapy. FeelGreatColumbus.com. The Fan.
If this show made a scented candle, it would smell like bad coffee, unwashed jockstrap, and grass clippings.
I wasn't sure how you take your coffee.
You're listening to Morning Juice.
So, mouth or enema?
8:34, Tuesday edition of the program. Can mean only one thing.
Beau knows bourbon. Beau knows fashion. Beau knows horseback riding. But most importantly, Beau knows Browns.
Sponsored by High Bank Distillery, home of the best blended whiskey in America. Grab a bottle or dine in at their 3 restaurant locations: Grandview, Gahanna, and now in Westerville. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
Happy Thanksgiving week, Unc. What's going on?
Oh, baby. Happy Thanksgiving, boys. Here we go. Here we go.
We're excited, Beau. And I'm excited for you. Number one, I want to tell you this. When I was shooting we were doing the Roosters show yesterday with Austin and Berm. One of our fine listeners gave me a 614 magazine, showed me they have a lot of drinks in there. She goes, if you want to pass this on to Beau, there's a lot of specialty cocktails. I feel like he would enjoy this.
Sure.
I said, of course. I said, he's a man.
Of course.
He's never afraid to try new things, which is kind of surprising, Beau. I mean, I was reading the Twitter thread that you were putting out there on Sunday night about the wonderful flying monkeys and the Lion Without Courage and the Tin Man and the Land of Oz and how terrific that was. So your wife has 3 sporty boys.
Yeah.
She grew up in a household with 2 sisters, so
That's right.
She's experiencing the other side of the coin.
Yes.
Of what she grew up with. More your lifestyle with the 2 brothers.
Correct.
Was she naive to believe that she thinks she could influence like her sports boys into liking musicals? I mean, I'm just curious.
No, I think, and it's interesting. After it was all over, she did say, "I didn't like it either when I was a kid." And I said, "Then what are we doing? What did we do here?" I hated it as a kid. I hated it. We had to watch it. I do think if you are, and Beam, were you forced to watch it every year, or were you just a little too young?
I wasn't forced to watch it every year. I did see it as a child. I remember it scaring me as a child. And then as I got a little bit older, I think my mom wanted to watch it at some point, and then it kind of clicked, and I'm like, all right, I see the significance of this movie. It's cool. It's a cool movie.
I don't know if I'll go cool. I think when it's 19, the one thing I'll acknowledge, 1939, that's
why it's cool.
Yeah, that part of it, that was really entertaining. As she was trying to put it in the queue to play it, and the NBC goes 1939, Mom. That was a fun one at that point. I think what she viewed it as kind of like something you have to see. And she's like, how can we send these boys into the world having no point of reference on The Wizard of Oz? And I
would agree with her on that.
And so then she was like, well, I think she was hoping that this would lead them to wanting to go see Wicked with her. And I acknowledge as the father, look, she's on an island. The 3 boys, me, and the dog's a dude. It's just testosterone everywhere. So I do acknowledge that we have to meet her halfway on some things. I just think that's a stretch. So what we settled on was, well, maybe that you could take the 2 littles to Moana, and you could do that because you get The Rock, and then that's maybe what works a little bit better.
See, Moana's good. You would enjoy it. I mean,
I like Moana. It's good. The first one's great. I'm all for it. So that's fine.
But trying to get to the Wicked, The Wizard of Oz, I can understand the rite of passage. For me, as an athlete, it was probably more of coming to America. I was like, Dad, how did you get me into college football without like showing me Coming to America at some point in time because there were so many references, just the cultural infusion that I experienced when I got to Ohio State. And I'm like, this is probably more along the lines of what I needed culturally. But I was just reading through this because we watch a movie every Christmas. And that was something we've done since the kids were young. You know, after we open presents, before we have dinner, we go there and, you know, Dad has a couple of drinks in there. My parents come. My dad loves movies. And so I'm reading through this and I'm like, Elphaba, a misunderstood young woman because of her green skin, and Glinda, a popular girl, become friends at Shin's University in the Land of Oz. After an encounter with a wonderful Wizard of Oz, the friendship reaches a crossroads.
Sure.
I was like, I could do that, or I could do two high school nobodies make the decision to crash the last major celebration before the new millennium on New Year's Eve, 1999. The night becomes even crazier than they could have dreamed when the clock strikes midnight. I was like, that sounds a little bit more.
Sold.
And I'm like, I don't know if my kids, I don't even think there's a debate. The only question is, what is the content that's going to be coming out in Y2K? Because it's rated R. It's got the R tag on it. So can my 8-year-old watch it? He'll probably love it. But
Fred Durst is in it. I'd generally say no then.
Right.
I mean, it's who's produced it? Beam
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. So
Jonah Hill.
I think we're getting Superbad 2.0, basically.
You're getting that. Yeah. Yeah. So this is I'm not aware of this. This is a movie that's coming out?
Yeah. Sounds great.
Oh. Well, that feels like it's right up the boy. Certainly NBC's right up his alley. I mean, he's all over that. To be fair, I did see Wicked, like the Broadway production. It's a hell of a show.
Sure.
It's a hell of a show. But 3.5 hours, like that was one of my favorite lines. Like when I think it was at the time when we either were introduced to the Tin Man or the Lion. Bootsy goes, "This is a musical?" This sucks. That's a bit harsh, isn't it, bud? He goes, "Mom, it's weird and it sucks."
Yeah, the Lollipop Guild always I don't know. They made me a little nervy.
You guys have the same then, because Beamsy was his eyes were covered. And when he saw the Munchkins do all that nonsense, and he's like, no, and then the Wicked Witch drops in, and then he actually like almost teared up and sprinted, gone. And then he went and played NCAA 24. So I said, how'd it go? He goes, it went very well. The Sunday night football game was good. I go, what'd you think of what you saw, Wizard of Oz? He goes, -2 out of 10.
I love it. She's fighting a losing battle, Beau. Yeah. I'll introduce her to my mom, who had 4 boys. So that'll be,
I know. It's a that would be helpful. There's some point of reference.
I think she's kind of just given up. I'm like, we're going to watch football here. If you want to watch some of that stuff, like you have friends, and that's what those people are for.
That's what the friends are for.
And maybe here's the one thing you can tell the blonde this. Hopefully you do a good job. Your 3 boys will marry 3 lovely ladies who then she can share those things with, like my mom tries to do with my wife and her sister-in-law.
That's it, exactly. Down the road, it'll all work.
You know, before we go, what are your thoughts? First of all, Thursday night was remarkable in the Snow Globe.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was great to see them get that. And then we had the Ohio State, Indiana, which, I mean, ended up just as everybody, I think, would have dreamed it kind of would have, best-case scenario. Leading all that into this week, which is obviously one of the biggest weeks of the year. What are your thoughts on all that?
I thought I do think that Jameis is much like Flacco, kind of the perfect quarterback for the perfect time. Like he's just is
not really.
Well, for this time he is, because all of the joy was sapped out. They're not really going. They know they're not going anywhere in terms of postseason. And he's a fun dude to be around.
He's the best.
He just is. Like everything you see on those interviews, that's who he is all the time. It is as soon as he gets to the facility until he leaves, it's that type of. That's just how he is. Like people say, like, well, it's a performance. No, I think that's just how he's wired. So I think for a team that was in a pretty bad spot a month ago, he's kind of been exactly what the doctor ordered.
It's a great
in terms
rebound
of he's
girl.
fun. Perfect. Yep. Yeah. And honestly, like it could turn into something where maybe he's the rebound girl for next year too.
Ooh, gets pregnant. Maybe there's something else going on.
That's right. I mean, it will end in divorce, but at the same time, like who knows? Maybe have a little offspring. So I think that on that side of it, that's good. I think my big takeaway with Indiana and then leading into this week is for a guy who got here in January-ish, like Will Howard just grabbed the program by the throat. Like we're putting out cigarettes, Google me.
It was great.
Their arms, all of it. Like I was just like, oh. And it started really Penn State week for me, don't you think? Yeah. That's like when he said, like, they didn't recruit, like, all of a sudden. And I've liked how they've handled him all year. Like, they treat him like an NFL quarterback. He has his own press conference after Ryan's on Tuesdays. So, like, we hadn't done that before, where the quarterback has a press conference every week and it's in the same room after the head coach and with the coordinators. Like, that's a new thing. So, like, I took note of that. I'm like, oh, they're treating him like a pro. And he's been a pro. He's an older dude, so there's part of it. But, like, now we're seeing, like, the full Will Howard now. And he's clearly comfortable in his own skin. And he is, there's all sorts of different types of leadership. He's Follow Me to Freedom guy. That's who he is. He's Braveheart. So that's the thing that is kind of the big takeaway for me coming out of Indiana and then heading into this week is this dude he's kind of become the face of the program in less than a year, which is a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, he's been awesome. We were listening to some of his comments after the Indiana game. It's like, I want it for these guys who stayed. I want it for Ryan Day. Like, he's saying and playing at a very, very high level right now. Uncle, always appreciate the time. Thanks for popping on with us here this morning. Have a great Drinksgiving tomorrow on the original First Friday. I know it's the best day in probably of the calendar year. Enjoy that. Enjoy the political discourse on Thursday during
Uncle
family.
Jerry, first thing I saw him this weekend. Well, now that the election's over, I don't have to watch cable news anymore. Thank God. I said, well, why did you have to watch it before?
Exactly.
Who was making you?
Why are you doing that in the first place?
Why were you doing that? First thing he said to me, not, hey, how you doing? Nothing. Right into it. Jeez. Okay.
Everybody's got an Uncle Jerry. Everybody's got an Uncle Jerry.
How are the Browns? Let's talk about the Browns. We can talk about that.
What about the Buckeyes' chances this weekend?
Yeah.
Let's do that. Uncle, always appreciate it. Have a great week.
All right, boys. Happy Thanksgiving. See you.
To you too. There he goes. Uncle Beau Bishop at this time every single Tuesday.
Gosh, could have talked to him for another 10 minutes. There's a lot to uncover there, Beam. A lot to unpack. The holidays are here, and while you're looking forward to the family fun and the food, you might also be thinking, hey, got these extra holiday LBs that are stacking up. That's where Affinity Whole Health comes in. You've probably heard about the semaglutide and how it's a game changer for weight loss. It's safe, effective, and best part, it helps curb those cravings so you can enjoy the season without the guilt. Pair with TRT, life-changing results. Don't wait till 2025. Get started now so you can hit the ground running after the new year. Feel your best for the holidays and beyond. Visit feelgreatcolumbus.com. That's feelgreatcolumbus.com.
We're going to reveal our fan poll next. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now, we are still watching some slow-moving traffic through I-70 eastbound downtown. We've got a crash that has the left shoulder blocked just past the 70-71 split. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with Hank and Sam from the Ford crew. Today, a new shipment of inventory.
Hank, what's going on?
Another hauler full of new Ford trucks and SUVs, Sam.
So much SUV capability. Is that?
Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 47 years. And a big selection means...
big savings?
Yep, which means...
it's the best time to buy?
Well done, Sam. And time for America to get holiday ready with Ford.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY Industry reported total sales.
For a limited time at Speedway, get 2 big pizza slices and your favorite Coca-Cola 20-ounce for only $5 with Speedy Rewards. Choose from classic 3-cheese, pepperoni, or extreme meat pizza. Save big with the $5 meal deal with Speedy Rewards. Only at Speedway. Valid through 1/7/25. See app for full terms.
Make some space. Wendy's new mushroom bacon cheeseburger is entering the chat for a limited time only. Savory roasted mushrooms, crispy bacon, melted Munster cheese, and creamy garlic spread, all resting on Wendy's fresh, never frozen beef. We know not everyone loves mushrooms, but let your mouth do the thinking here. It's a tasteful fusion unlike anything you've sunk your teeth into, and it's coming from Wendy's, so you know you're getting flavors worth in every bite. But if you want to ignore the happiness just because you think you don't like mushrooms, we won't stop you. We'll be here, hanging out with the new burger in town. For some mushroomy, bacony goodness, gotta be Wendy's.
You can use your phone at a doctor's office. You can use your phone at a football game. You can even use your phone at an amusement park. But one place you should never use your phone is behind the wheel. Fines now start at $150. So remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
Getting cold feet? Call Care Heating and Cooling and we'll fix your furnace fast. Call 1-800-COOLING.
What's the best way to make sure you don't miss any of your favorite fan shows? Oh, no. Download the Fan app, silly.
Ah, damn it, I knew that.
App Store, Google Play, or just scream right at your phone. Psst, you can also listen to Buckeye games. Do it right now.
Meijer knows that Thanksgiving is a time to come together, eat together, and share together. This week, when you buy Meijer brand foods, our Simply Give program will feed up to 4 million neighbors in need. So when you bring that perfectly fluffed stuffing to the table, the cranberry sauce and green bean casserole, you're actually bringing more good to more neighbors. Let's bring more good to Thanksgiving with Meijer brand and Simply Give. Exclusions apply. See Meijer.com for details.
Lindsay Honda clearance.
Factory authorized clearance on most Hondas in stock.
They'll go fast because Lindsay is offering 0% up to 60 months on every 2024 Honda in stock.
That's 0% up to a full 60 months.
It's Black Friday all month long as the clearance begins at Lindsay Honda.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference.
With approved credit on select in-stock 24 Honda models. Dealer contribution may affect consumer cost.
Hey folks, when it comes to Christmas trees, don't get played by foreign plastic. Just like you wouldn't replace a prize QB with a mannequin. Don't replace American farm fresh trees with fake foreign plastic. These farm families are the MVPs of Christmas, growing champions right here on American soil. They're not sitting on the bench. They're out there every day growing real Christmas traditions. Make the winning choice, farm fresh Christmas trees, not foreign plastic that pollutes. Visit GetRealKeepItReal.com to find your local farm MVP.
Home ownership. At Progressive, we know it's part of the American dream. It's majestic golden eagles and other less majestic birds taunting you through the baseball-sized hole in your new windows. It's soaring guitar solos performed through faulty wiring in your garage, which subsequently erupts into flames. It's also round-the-clock protection when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, which can help keep the American dream of home ownership alive and kicking. Get a quote at Progressive.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Cloudy out there today. The sunshine comes out by this afternoon, high 44. Looking at a dry Wednesday, late day Wednesday, we could be looking at a few showers, high 45. And then as we head into Thursday, on your Thanksgiving, looking at a mixed bag of rain and snow. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with your 10 TV weather impact forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Bobby played football for Bill Parcells and Bill Belichick. Beamer played football for a drunk named Joe who worked at the gas station. You're listening to Morning Juice.
Wrapping things up here. Brandon Bean, Bobby Carpenter, Mark the Shark, and we here on The Juice, brought to you by our good friends over at Affinity Whole Health, the leader in testosterone and hormone replacement therapy. You can always visit them on the line at feelgreatcolumbus.com. Uncle Beau and the boy is going to be up after we're done Tuesday, which means Tuesdays with Taberry. Tom Taberry is going to join these guys in studio. Coming up here at 10:33. Got a power-packed program for you tomorrow. Yeah. So usually on Fridays, we get to check in with Lee Sterling at 6:33. We guide you through your football weekend. He makes all of his picks. So he's going to come on tomorrow at 6:33. So that's a Wednesday. Former Buckeye, national champion, All-American Michael Bennett's going to join us in studio tomorrow from 7 to 7:30. So we got that to look forward to, which is going to be great. We still don't know if we're going to talk to Dino, that'd be Dean Evison, head coach of your Jackets, or if it's going to be James Van Riemsdyk or Sean Monahan. So we got one of those three fine individuals going to come on the program. Maybe all of them. We're efforting Albert to move him up to come on at 8:05 tomorrow. It's just going to be a crazy day tomorrow.
Yeah. And Friday is going to be just as action-packed. We got Austin at 7:30. We got AJ at 8:33. We're going to have Maurice Claret at 8:05. Probably have Tress in there at some point. Yammed in as well. So if you're out just battling the Black Friday shopping, you get a little reprieve in your car.
I imagine it like the Ride of the Rohirrim on Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Like when it's just straight up everybody meets the orcs, and that's what they're going through. Like, that's what I imagine Black Friday shopping is. I've never done it. I've never gone out and done the Black Friday shopping, but that's kind of what I'm imagining. Like the Battle of Helm's Deep. That's what I picture in my mind.
Oh yeah,
Black
it's
Friday
like
shopping.
Well, maybe it's kind of like the Battle of Thermopylae, the defending the gates down there. against Xerxes and the Persians. Doing
Shark, you ever done a Black Friday shop in your life? I know you're a kind of a bargain hound.
No, never. My wife used to do it. My mom and my sister, they'd go out every year after Thanksgiving. But, I'm going to say we buy 95% of our stuff online.
Yeah, so do we.
So great. Just comes right to you.
Like the other day, I was looking for...
Hopefully it's all there. People don't steal it. Porch pirates, come get it, Shark.
I was looking for a timer switch for the Christmas lights. Amazon had it to me the next day. Like, why would I need to go somewhere and do that?
I ordered 2 things. What did I get yesterday? Oh, I lost one of my bolts for my chainsaw. Terrible. Got those. Boom.
Yeah.
I only needed 1. I'm getting 5, but it was $4.99, so I didn't have an option. And I actually got a little gold chain to be able to wear my gold pants on that I'm going to wear during the broadcast with Keels on Saturday during the game.
Is it going to be as like girthy as like a Jose Ramirez chain that he wears? No, it's going to be a little small.
I don't wear much jewelry anyway, Beam. I don't know. I was like, I don't really even wear them. I couldn't even say the last time I did. So I got that to be able to wear them. And it's going to be rough with Paul on Saturday because I'm a nervous drinker and I'm obviously not. It's not going to be the case during the game. Usually the last 3 Ohio State-Michigan games have ended up with me being overserved by 4:30, 5 o'clock. Just the anxiety of going back and forth. So this game, try to drink some coffee, get some juice going in the morning.
I'll slide you a couple Miller Lights if you ask politely.
I'm going to have to drink like 40 bottles of water, and then I'm going to have to pee all the time. So it's going to be a rough situation. But it'll be a lot of fun. I'm
excited to listen to the broadcast. It's going to be good. You guys are going to have a great time.
It's something, man. It will be a good time. I'm hoping. Let's hope we get the win, Beam.
That's all I got to say about that.
That's all I've got to say about that. Call will be secondary as long as the win is taken care of.
Are you on roundtable tonight? You gonna jump on with those guys at roundtable?
I'm gonna jump on those guys roundtable. I think around 6:45-ish, I believe.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hop on. So excited about that and excited for this week, man. It feels like the weekend is here.
It does, because tomorrow's Drinksgiving, Thursday's Thanksgiving, Friday's Black Friday, and then you're all the way to Ohio State, Michigan.
The game.
So we just needed to get through 9 a.m. today, and we did that. We had a lot of fun along the way. Before we get out of here today, our fan poll at 971thefan.com or on Twitter at 971thefan is this: which team currently is the best in the NFL? Bills, Chiefs, Lions, or other? It's got to be the Lions. Like, it's just, have you watched them play football?
Yeah.
In the recent really 9 weeks, they're just blowing everybody out of the water. And it's not even really particularly close. Like the Chiefs, obviously good. Have won 2 Super Bowls in a row. Bills, obviously good. Just beat the Chiefs to give them their first loss of the year. But, it's got to be the Lions. Like, Eagles are good, but they're not Lions good. Not right now. No way. No chance.
Lions are great.
Lions are great. And they play the Bears on Thanksgiving. It's what I'm very thankful for. Bob, I had man said, Bob had so much fun today. What do you say we reconvene tomorrow on a big Wednesday if they allow us? You good with that?
Frank?
Everybody have a great day. Uncle Beau and the boys are up next. We are back live tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. to break everything down. Have a good one. Talk to you then. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and happy Tuesday right now. Still watching crews clear up one issue downtown. This is on I-70 eastbound, just past the 70-71 split. Watch for the left shoulder slightly blocked off over there. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
This is a fan action update.
Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit primesportsbook.com and use the promo code JUSTSPORTS for a welcome bonus of up to $100. Ohio State's a 20.5-point favorite over Michigan, minus 2,000 on the money line, meaning a $100 bet on the Buckeyes just to win pays back $5. Michigan's 10-1 to pull off the upset. Over-under on the game is 43.5. For your Prime Sports action update, I'm Scotty Vegas.
Dormar, your pilot hero. Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarhvac.com.
When you have the lowest prices every day feels like Black Friday. That's why Bob's is unboxing incredible values every Friday in November. Oh, no, not a boxing match. We're unboxing unbeatable values for your home. We're talking beautiful bedroom sets, feature-packed power sofas, dining sets, pop-up sleepers, decor, and more, all at wow-worthy prices. Now you're getting it? So check back every Friday for a new unboxing, because every day is like Black Friday at Bob's Discount Furniture.
With the new Made in-House breakfast sandwiches at United Dairy Farmers, mornings are made for you. So whether you're heading into work or working from home, dropping off the kids at school or the dog at daycare, you're in for a treat, like a made this morning Canadian bacon, egg, and cheese croissant, and special seasonal donuts fresh from our family bakery. Add a cup of coffee you can make as bold and creamy as you like, and your morning's going to be
perfect.
United Dairy Farmers breakfast, made for you.
Reichert Chevy's dealing in Dublin.
$2,500 low price guarantee.
With our lowest prices and 72-hour exchange policy, you can't buy the wrong car. Shop hundreds of vehicles at ReichertChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive. We're dealing.
Hey, Jackets fans, we know what's on your holiday wish list. Ask your Secret Santa for a Blue Jackets holiday gift pack. You'll score 2 tickets plus a Blue Jackets Honda shirt, all for just $99. Learn more at bluejackets.com/holiday.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and senior vice president of men's sexual health at HIMSS. In my 12 years of practice as a reproductive urologist, I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS. It really wasn't easy before. You had to take time out of your day, come to a physical office, and see a specialist like me in person. Now, through HIMSS.com, you can get world-class sexual health care and a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. It starts with a free assessment from a medical provider licensed in your state who can determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. So don't wait. Join the hundreds of thousands of guys who've gotten help for their ED through HIMSS.
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com.